Well, well, well. I recognize that armband anywhere. Barely hear you, sir.
It's your boy, Theo Drake. If you like my content and you want to support me, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I try and go live as much as
Mr.
humanly possible.
Thorian Drake.
All right. I'm headed in. They're all wanting me, so. Hey, how's it going?
How are you, good sir? I
Not too
haven't
bad,
seen
how are
you
you?
since you got assigned to train me. Take me out on the world.
Yeah, it's been a while. How's roads and all that been treating you?
It's been quite all right. Usually quiet, other than the riffraff that goes up to Saint Denis.
There hasn't been that many reports nowadays, though.
Well, I suppose that's good, but it does make things a little boring.
Well, we've had a brash of people saying that they've been doing legal wagon robberies, but they haven't actually been assigned. So I'm trying to
Really?
track down. Yep.
I think the last report was mine, now that I think of it.
Oh, I did some as well. If I
Oh,
think they need to actually be working for the saloon operators.
fair enough. I was out with the Kimbers the other day, as well as Tex. We did a couple of those runs.
Yeah,
No,
we
there's.
gotta. Yeah, we gotta ask uh, the saloon owners to actually tell us their suppliers and have it updated at all times because there's some people over in Blackwater that have been saying that they work for certain people when they actually do not.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's pretty ingenious.
Well, I mean, do you got the cops on the payroll? Is that essentially what's happening?
I'm sorry?
Do you think they have the cops down at Blackwater on the payroll
You
to
know what?
not confiscate everything?
You know what? I'm unsure, really. There's a lot of things over in Blackwater that make no sense to me, and I want to get down to the business. No?
So, what brings you out here today?
I think before I rested my head, I think I was dealing with an arrest yesterday. I'm pretty sure
Well,
it was an
I can take
arrest.
over for the post for you, good sir. Sure, you could
Fantastic.
use the rest.
Well, I just woke up, so
Ah,
I'm probably headed over to Valentine and seeing what's going on over there.
well, good sir. You do have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Do you know if there's a gunsmith around over here?
You know, funny, I was actually coming into Rhodes to find one.
Interesting. Let's see if there's a gunsmith.
We can certainly hope.
Hello.
Nope.
Of course not. Never are in town now.
Henry Turnbuckle, Madison, Thompson. Wolf von Wolfenstein.
Well, that is certainly a name.
I thought he was. Wasn't he trying out for law or.
You know, that name does ring a bell, but I can't tell where.
Maybe he was at one time. The name sounds very, very familiar. But yeah, I'm gonna go up to Valentine. Look for one. I'll
You
let you
have a good
know.
one, sir.
Yeah, you too. Talk to you soon.
You too, sir.
Van Cleef, eh? It's been a while. Excuse the heck out of me. Oof. I'm so tired. Like, I have a lot of brain fog right now.
How you boys doing? Are you in the mood for some fun?
How many people are in the server right now? It feels like it's dead. 31, eh? Wild.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I don't think there's any guns over in Strawberry. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. God damn. Might get Baldur's Gate.
Is that Theo?
Yes, sir.
You're far away from home there, young buck.
Yeah, I'm looking for a gunsmith, and there's none around.
Yeah, I don't think there's any around right now.
Hmm,
I don't think Diego's quite awake.
that's a shame. Yeah, looking for gunsmiths, looking for pretty much anyone and everyone.
Here's Mark Jordan.
Pretty much a ghost town right now. So
Yeah.
Usually how it goes.
but it's getting more than usual right now. It's unusually well everywhere. I've checked Saint Denis, Rhodes.
Blackwater pumps in a couple hours. The town will pop.
Yep.
This town does pop a lot.
Yeah.
Lot of
Plus,
people.
I haven't seen a doctor in three different.
Actually, whenever Cora goes off, I only see like L, and whenever L comes off, like maybe Scarlet will come around.
Millie is right now.
Oh yeah, Millie is usually around too. Millie is doing good.
Well, I definitely need to see one. I may or may not have.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah.
That way he came over here.
Yeah, we sure do.
Well, that too. I was gonna get two birds stoned at the same time.
Yeah. I wish we had splints. Kind of work like bandages.
Yeah. Well, regardless.
I was told by a doctor that 3 bandages will stop bleeding as long as you're not moving.
That's bullshit.
I believe as well that it is. But yes. I put 6 on once and never stopped bleeding.
Yeah, the arrest reports have gone majorly down as well. Goddamn.
Criminality, you know, these fines a little bit too high right now.
Hi.
Getting these criminals bankrupt.
I don't believe they're too high. I believe, you know, the risk and reward is pretty dang on par,
Right
to
now,
be
I
honest.
self talk with criminals. Nearly every single criminal come up to me and saying that they're starting to get a lack of motivation to do crimes because of these fines. To be honest.
Well, thing is, they gotta be smart about how they do their crimes.
Okay. So what's the reasoning for the fines being raised?
Because it wasn't reflecting how this county, how much money they can make off of a robbery. So it was pretty much a slap on the wrist.
Okay, so instead of just doubling what was already there, we times 5'd it.
Regardless, it would have still been a slap on the wrist. They'd be walking out with more. Like at wagon robberies, we're not allowed to take any what's called moonshine still stuff anymore.
Okay.
We're only allowed
Okay.
to take drugs from them. So
Okay.
they'd still be walking
So-
away from that stuff. It's
So let's put it in perspective that I allegedly go make what is it? Raspberry moonshine,
right.
and I sell it. I
Right.
get $40 for one. If I get caught, you hit me with $1,600.
But how much have you sold before that? Yeah, I highly doubt you've sold one.
That's
And
the
do
thing.
you only-
know how much it? Do you know how much it takes for me to even make $1,600?
But people
Off of
that
just
are doing
moonshine?
people that are doing forts and all that, they get a lot if they're working solo. Oof.
I really do believe that you don't understand how many criminals there are that don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like the millionaire thing is a BS.
Sir, Jesus has
Benjamin Mudhawk was able to buy $160.
Oh lordy.
Mary cleanse Jesus
All good.
resurrected.
Here's a broke bone. I'm not gonna charge
another
you this
broken
time.
bone.
Just
Theo?
Yeah.
For the
You
weight.
can charge me, I don't mind.
How'd you break your arm, Theo?
My horse. We didn't want to. She didn't want to go over a hill. I did.
I think I still owe you a cookie, officer.
You do.
I'll just give you a lollipop because I don't feel like going
There's
to
a little
Valentine
deal.
for cookies.
There ain't any more in Valentine
Oh
anymore.
damn.
You go, you're all
Well,
splintered up.
Appreciate it.
The debt
Yeah,
is
you're
No
over.
worries.
What did I tell
Fantastic.
you about being careful?
I
Wait,
was
weren't you?
being
Was
careful,
it?
Millie.
Thank you so
I
much,
was
Shell.
being careful. and I
No
had
worries,
cat
Theo.
critters.
You keep
What
them well?
happened to
You
your
okay?
hair?
All right.
Nothing. My hair's there. My hair's all intact.
You you've been busy today,
Yeah,
or
I don't have
Okay.
alopecia.
Nope.
I don't have alopecia.
It's
No?
fine.
you won't have my job?
Pretty much. It's
But Theo, I got one question for you.
what's up.
Can you look in the report and look at Matt arrest warrant that he was arrested for?
See you later,
What do you
Theo.
think about that finding?
Are you okay over here, Mel?
Let's see. Major armed robbery, evading. Well, the evading I can see stacking up time 100%, but
How much money would you charge for that?
to be honest, I can't really speak for that because if they're with me and let's say they're being a downright prick, right? 100%. But let's
How
say
much?
they were let's say someone's being absolutely aggravating to deal with the whole time. I would throw the whole book at them. But if they want to be rude to me, then it's like, all right, well,
Howdy,
Correct,
Patches.
but you're not allowed to double stack maxes.
that's not a
No, Millie, you don't.
Wait,
That's a
what?
double stack max. He's double stacked
Yeah, I'm
me
a
max
doctor.
Yeah, he was gonna give him 2,600, but lowered it to 2,100.
because I turned myself in willingly. That is a double stack max.
That is also true, and I don't know why we double step max. I feel like we should not really.
It was supposed to be put the biggest one and then you add in the increment.
How you doing, Mike McZowski?
Matt, you're good.
Yeah, it should be 1900.
You're good. Though. Correct.
Oh, did you get fined, Matt, or something?
Yeah, I turned myself in.
You
Oh,
could
okay.
talk to court about that.
Yeah,
I
there's no
guess.
point. I'm not gonna fight for it. There's no point. It's just the fact that, like,
Hello, Miss Lane.
But you see,
Thanks for
like,
doing a lot with these.
those fines are
Pound.
the
Maybe
maximums that
Ross,
we can
the-
charge
the
each
shop is
person,
sorry.
right?
It's the other way, you know.
right.
So we don't need to charge the maximum.
Right. So that's, and I totally get what you mean, like on the being a dick about it and all that. Hit them with like the max that and the max of the increment.
Right, right.
But
That's
most of the
exactly.
time, right. And as long as I'm cordial with you, you know, we're compliant, cordial with you and whatnot, we lower it just because, you know, it's good rolling papers. It's good. It's a good time, we'll say.
Right, right, right.
So I get lowering it. But most of the time, no one knows that. Like,
But that's
if you
not
look-
a max fine of both either, because that, like, if he did that, it would be 2,800, if I
Yeah,
recall.
he. I think Matt said something about he was gonna do it, and then he lowered
he was
it.
going to, but he lowered it because I turned myself in.
Interesting.
You also hear about Barry starting someone to 25K fine.
Yeah, he was gonna call each local at Fort Mercer a fine.
Well,
was what I'm
that
saying, but
to
luckily
be
it
honest,
didn't go through.
I've never seen him do paperwork since
true.
the downtime. And you know that for a fact.
Yeah.
That
I do know
that's something you and I gotta talk about. Like, I've complained many times about it, and I haven't seen a strike. Goddamn.
I'm the one that made the argument yesterday.
Right.
In that chat.
Well, for me, like, I'm seeing things show up in our logs, and there's no paper trail, and that's not a, like, where's it coming from? It's not Santa
Well-
Claus. It's not Christmas.
Well, and that's like the whole Barry threatening to hit that guy with 25. He's not even one with the paperwork. Like,
Me?
how are you gonna judge what he gets when you're not even the one doing the work?
You know what? I would actually, like, if you ever get arrested and there's no reports about it, I would definitely bring that up to a lawyer, because that could definitely be
But the only downside is I wouldn't know that there was no report.
well, you could always ask, hey, is there any reports about me in the newspaper?
Yeah, I see what you mean. My biggest
to-
thing is, like, I understand, like, how do you say them? Like, the fines, maybe, like, if we split them a little bit lower. Not, like, I'm not saying, like, go back to the old route, but, like, a little lower. But instead of taking one gun when you get in a shootout with them, take two.
I've actually requested, if they wear body armor in a harmful crime, you take the body armor.
Right, but what if they don't have it on them?
Well, it's whatever's. It's still following the whole, if it's used in a robbery.
Right, I get that. But the reason
know-
why I say take two guns is because what that does is it moves the economy around again.
Well, I've always taken whatever's been used in a crime, and sometimes people use two guns. Heck, I had someone that used a carbine and also a Schofield the other day. But,
Right,
you
but
know,
aren't you only supposed to be able to take one?
they were both used. Whatever's used in a violent crime.
I thought you were only supposed to take one no matter what.
No, sir. Whatever's used in a violent crime. Trust me, I'm a walking, talking dictionary of wealth and information. Or encyclopedia. So, it's usually better to not bring as many weapons on you. Or cheaper
Right.
weapons, if you're,
So I'd say even if they don't use 2 weapons, still take 2, because what it's gonna do is it's gonna force them to go buy new ones from the gunsmith, which in turns gives business to the blacksmith, which in turns give business to the civil people that are miners.
very true. But,
Causes
you know,
the economy to rotate again. Right now, this economy is stale. There is nothing to do. Blacksmiths are full. What's the point of going mining? They don't need anything.
it's mainly because of crime has really dried up, and that's one of the main things.
Which is because the fines right now.
People really got to understand the fines are a maximum. But I'm glad that we can stack fines. I'm glad that we can. And I feel like if it was back on the old one, if we were allowed to stack back then, I think it would have been absolutely, it wouldn't have been as bad. Yeah. But
It's
as
understandable, and people wouldn't be able to complain because they don't see as high until it gets hit all at once.
Exactly. And if they're doing 2 or 3 attempted murders, you know, how I feel like if, hell, even wagon robberies, for some reason, you weren't allowed to take guns at a wagon robbery, even though there's no difference between that and a fort, other than an open location. You see, like, that's where that stipulation came along, and very weird for me. It's just like, it's literally, like, I understand when it was kill on sight for both sides, then it became kill on sight for one side, and that made no sense.
So my thing about the kill on sight is I think it was good for our county, not like as in law, kill on sight to law, but like kill on sight for gang on gang.
Gang on gang is completely different. That's but if it's law versus a criminal, then yeah,
that was rough on y'all. I ain't gonna lie. That was screwed.
Yeah, I couldn't even get my mouth open to say sheriff's office. I just see white hat done. Yes, sir.
We whenever we did ours, with the Ozinos at that time, we tried to like let y'all come up and kind of interact a little bit, and then most time you'd come up and you wouldn't instantly detain. You would like come up, say your name. And at that point, we kind of had a thing like, okay, now we shoot. You know, there's been some interaction there.
So a lot of people didn't even give that satisfaction. You know.
Oh, I know. They just posted up and waited for you to roll up, and they take shots.
Yeah, they didn't even care. That's, but you see, there's, like, I can speak on this, like, I don't want to give off, information and stuff, but at the same time, like, could we reduce fines? Absolutely. Yeah, 100%. Or go back to the old fines, but allow us to actually stack.
Yeah.
Because, or even have done, like, I don't know, 1.5 times the old one.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. That wouldn't have been bad.
1.5 times. Yeah, 1.5 times the old one, and then add it, like, allow stack, because before all we could stack was evading, and even then, that didn't mean jack diddly. Like, could we stack a little bit of time? That would be nice if we had increments to stack time.
That would be nice.
But we're not talking like massive amounts. We're talking like an extra 5 minutes here, an extra.
I was gonna say 5 minutes. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, no. If they still want to do a plea bargain, no problem. But if someone's going away for 90 minutes for causing, let's say, a whirlwind of like stuff, then that's what maybe, I don't know, talking to some leaders of the gang community, because we gotta have a lot of give and take. Like, We
Right.
got to look at
Can't be-
logistically how much does it cost for dynamite, lock breakers, you know.
That's going up.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, let's take in account of all that and then look at what your potential make is off of it. And we consider it at a 3-person gauge, right?
Right.
Because that's a pretty good average. You usually see there's only a few gangs that roll 6 deep still. But, you know, I see a lot of 2s and 3s.
Yeah, but at that point, you guys should have the upper hand, right?
But you see what I'm saying? I'm working off of the law of averaging. Like, after you buy everything, get set up, how much money are you technically recuperating or making a profit off of? And the fine should be, you know,
What are you basing
equivalent.
the outcome of the
Let's say you get away
profit-wise?
scot-free. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do, is I'm basing off of profit-wise, not...
Right, but what's the profit? Because you have a probability of making the least versus the highest.
Well, we look at highest, we look at lowest, and then look somewhere in the middle. Because, you know,
Right.
sometimes you get lucky, right?
Yeah, you gotta do the average.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying 3 is averaging. Because...
Well, I mean, as in, like, the profit-wise, what I mean. My mind.
True,
Like,
true.
So if that goes 12 to 18 on a Fort Mercer, what would you say, 15?
15 grand or 1500?
Yeah, 15 grand out.
15 grand out at 3 people, that would be 5 grand each. Now,
Right.
how much... so you're paying for lock breakers, lock picks. What else? What else would you need? Guns don't really matter because like everyone needs guns. Outfits, sorry, you know, that's your choice. Horses,
Yeah.
your choice. Because
Say, like
I'm
your apples and stuff, but that's really you can plant.
that's a normal cost for everybody. I got apples. You know, Joe Smo down the way, you know, doing what's called mining. That's it's just it's a quality of life thing right there. It's just, do you need apples? No, you could let your horse, you know, just mosey on sometimes and not actually always be full bore.
Right.
But, you know, we're talking about the things that you actually need properly to do a robbery.
Right.
How many lockpicks would you say is a decent amount to bring to a robbery? Same with lock breakers.
3 or 4.
How much is that?
They're $40 a piece.
$40 a piece. Each of them?
Yeah.
Both lockpicks and lock breakers? So you're...
Yeah.
So you're spending close to $200... No, wait. It's 180.
Yeah, 180.
No. Yeah, 180 a piece. So 180 altogether, and then 180, so that's 360. So 360 comes out of the budget. And then off of that, you're taking 360 away from 1500. So if everyone's chipping in, you're looking at... this is going off of mind math. You know, you're still at the 4 grand, like 4,800 each if you're doing a 3-person.
Right.
If you're getting 1,500. So 4,800, that's if you get away scot-free. Now, that does make sense for how much we're being built right now. Don't get me wrong. That's... It does make sense if, let's say, multiple people get away in a day. Then you're making a hand over fist. But, you know, at the same time, it's that risk-reward system.
Right, and then that's only one. That's only Mercer.
Yeah.
Everywhere else is, like, way lower. I mean, I think the next highest is Saint Denis Bank, which I think is, like, 12,000?
12,000? Alright.
Yeah, Fort Mercer is the only one that is, like, outrageous.
Yeah. And what? Let's say Blackwater Bank. What's that looking like?
That one's like the worst. I want to say it's like 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
Your probability of getting away is like
I
super
remember my
low.
First week in county, I made $10,000 off of those actually.
I can tell you right now. I bet you I could get away from Blackwater Bank, no problem.
You really think you could?
Oh, I think I could.
Just asking.
No, those things used to be so good. I loved it.
I already have some game plans down in my head for my cousin if he ever comes into town. So
Gotcha. But that's like that's kind of where I come from with the like little bit lower on the fines, but take 2 guns if shootout happens. Because
same with armor. If there's armor inside of a shootout,
I'm good with that. Yeah. So
because it's evidence at the end of the day. It's evidence of
right,
anything
your
use.
goal is to force the replenishment. Because in reality, there's 4 things in this county you need that is needed. It's guns, horses, water, and food.
Mm-hmm.
They have to be force replenished. The life of a horse should not be 60. It should be like 25 to 30. Because that's about a month. And in the time, if you catch what I'm saying.
Yep. Right.
So I think that forces you to buy a new horse. It gets horse trainers more money again. You know, we're spending money on getting that horse trained.
Let's
that we
say
just
40.
bought.
Let's lower it from 60 to 40 first. You
Okay,
know?
good with that.
But it's
You have
a-
30. The 30 is
yeah.
when a horse gets slow or slowed
Right.
down.
Right.
It's okay. I agree with that. I'm good with that. So that causes you to get a new horse. You know, you're now spending money there. Money's getting revolved. It's all about getting money to be moved around from hand to hand. Like, yeah, we have millionaires, but if you can force them to move money around, at least it gets spread out again.
I hope we're writing this all down because this, I feel like for
Oh, I already
talking,
have a prayer open about it.
because this is like how you and I have been talking about it. I think it's working out to a better standard.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
I
yeah,
think-
the other
I
one
think if we-
sounded sounded
the other
pretty
one
weak.
sounds rough.
I would say as a
Yeah, the old way, yeah.
It sounded really weak because like we'd have to choose like, oh dang, so we're only gonna slap them on the wrist for attempted capital. No, it's like
Yeah, I
you
agree
can
with you
get.
on that.
So if we were, doing the other way, it would have been fine. Like 100%, we would have been, looking at and they weren't allowing us to stack over $1,000. Too.
That was unnecessary. I think all
Yeah,
that. I think,
nah.
And then I'd say the next worst part about the fines is that they brought the fines in as soon as the court system kind of got brought in as well. Like, yeah,
got
they
very
weren't at the
close.
same time, but like they were close.
Yeah.
So it's like when you go to court, they're trying to fight that. You almost get screwed more.
True.
Like, so it's like because you have $2,000 court fines, which is outrageous. Like, holy smokes.
Sounds like you really got to make friends with a lawyer.
Well, and that's the thing. It's not even a lawyer.
It's very.
That's just the
Big
court
on-
fine itself. Paying a court for having a court case is $2,000.
Mark, you want to? You've been listening to all this, there, Mark?
Oh, I talked to
I
Mark about it
haven't.
already.
I haven't. Yeah, he talked to me about it, but
But like how I've been putting some light into it, it's been actually kind of favorable for both sides. Now, do you have a copy of the old one?
I don't. Do you?
The old
Oh,
penal
penal
codes.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Because if you have let's say I want you to do some math on for me. Let me know if you have it.
Always. And a lot of them I'm just like, why?
Where the heck is Lilith?
Lila is over there.
All right, let me grab her.
It's rough sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where it's just not fun. Yeah. What's up, Theo?
We're talking about penal codes and stuff over there. If you want to weigh in for a quick moment, I'm proposing something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have the old one. Look, I made a copy of the old.
You did make a copy, or you didn't?
Yeah, I had make a copy of the old. What the?
All right.
Damn.
So what I propose is if we had the old penal codes, allow us to stack like we are stacking right now. So let's say, what was it, 800 for attempted capital murder? Yeah, if I do recall, and then it was like a $400 increment fine. So let's say someone had 2 attempted capital murder charges, so that would be 1,200 plus major armed robbery, which, if I recall, that was 800.
Arm robbery.
Major
How
arm.
much the charge? Major.
Yeah.
500.
I'm sorry, 500 for the
Yeah,
and what was the additional?
200.
200. So I would
Yeah.
say turn everything into like half. If you're doing it with the old penal code, turn everything into half of what it actually was. So 800 would be 400. So you're looking at 1,200. Then you're looking at this is like you're looking at kidnapping. You're looking at major armed robbery. No, it's a pretty good, take home if you're doing full fines. It's not, and you're pretty much not. But it's less intrusive. I don't know. Because you can even see Lilith, like, ain't nobody here right now.
Yeah. It's been quite empty for
Usually it's empty
Wow.
around these hours.
But this is, you got 33 people, all of county. If all 30, most of the population's here. You know what I'm saying? It's,
Not everybody doing legal work.
but, how I'm trying to see it is, how do we drive things forward? Because this was an extreme. The other way was also an extreme where we felt like we were...
Hit the middle, to be honest.
Yeah. So, well, if we do the old way, but allow to stack fines, I think that would have been the most ideal. I think that would make, a pretty fantastic idea, because it's maybe a fraction, maybe 25% of what someone might be making, but at least, the fines kind of stacked correctly into both favors, right? It's not overly intrusive, but at the same time, it's not under intrusive.
But a little bit too overboard with how the new fines would be.
But it would have been okay if we could only do it the old way of stacking one fine.
Yeah.
That would have made sense. But once we're allowed to stack fines, then the other way seems a little more ideal for everybody. I don't know. It's I'm not trying to talk bad about Jim or anyone. I'm just weighing in my this is. I'm seeing what's happening for the county. All of yesterday, I think I saw 8 reports total, counting mine. Total. This is...
Versus like maybe 16 for.
I've seen even 36 in a day.
That's a lot.
My friend, this is when we were having over 120 people. About.
We still average like 90 to 100.
Yeah, in 2 days we had well over 64 one day.
Yeah, that's my thing is like, yeah, the fines are high and now the criminals are not doing it. Now it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna get kind of monotonously boring.
Yeah, and then you're gonna see people leave. So
Right.
I suggest, you know what? I'm gonna request in our leader chat if we can go
Yeah.
back to the old way, but actually talk about stacking fines.
I would go on it, to be honest, but there are some people that think, oh, we gotta punish criminals, you know, and they do their crime, do the time. But yeah,
To a point, yeah. But you know, like if you're stacking time too, like let's have a stack of 5 minutes or
Yeah.
1 minute or 2 minute, depending on which class A, B, C, D felony or misdemeanor.
Oh, Barbara.
Barbara, why are you coming over here, Barbara? Sorry, guys, my horse is wandering. Barbara, stop going over here near the lawman. You don't have to... Man, I apologize. Started running over there.
Yeah, and like, I think that actually would be really nice. I think it would kind of reset criminals to doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like, and I'm not saying, you know, we stick with that only. Like, say criminals get out of like crazy again, and
Right.
we bump it up $100 and everything. We have to find that fine line balance. You know, you don't want to cause people not to ride in no more, or wake up, I should say.
Yeah.
But
Either one,
but-
both work. Yeah, depending
Yeah,
on where they
just-
are and what they do.
or yeah, on the way they went about. But it's you just have to find the fine line of the give and take,
Yeah.
risk and reward.
But we also should update the contraband list too. We shouldn't be allowed to not take moonshine distillery pieces. If
At least
there's
when
already
they're doing illegal.
yeah, if they're doing it illegal, then we shouldn't be,
Yeah.
you know, because now we have that job. That's outdated.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna type something up, and then I'm gonna also put it in suggestions, 100%. Because it's like we need to save this county from pretty much being a fossil.
Yeah, and I think the law community meeting is gonna also bring criminals in there to talk about it. 100%.
100%. So I'm gonna write
Yeah.
something up real quick while it's still fresh in my head. Mark,
Yeah.
if you can send me your that copy, either in a mail or something. I'm sorry if I've broken my characters a bit,
You're
but
good.
this
You're good.
this is yeah.
We
This
can-
is more
how
for
else are we
y'all's
supposed to
fate.
talk about this, if that makes sense. I don't know how else we're supposed to talk. There's nowhere else for us to go meet and talk about this somewhere outside. I would like to see like maybe a scripted wagon robbery of how it should be done, like rolling paper wise.
Yeah.
Just so that way criminals understand like where the government is wanting to go with that.
While you're doing the
All
penal
right.
code, actually.
Can someone give me a scenario like of felonies? Let's say Mercer. All right. So for kidnapping, depending on how many people they kidnapped, I would stack that, right?
I'll say
Yeah.
2, because
all right.
most time that's all you need is 2.
I would go for 3 just for the sake of it, but 2 sounds pretty good. Let's say 2 lawmen get shot, so attempted capital murder. Anything else?
No. Usually that's what it goes on.
That's
to be
pretty
honest.
bog standard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an
And that's
average.
like
Yeah.
So-
stack them with the major. That were $900.
With old fines, attempted capital murder was 500 with 30 months in prison with an increment of 200. So that would be 700 right there. Major armed robbery would be another 500 with 200. So let's say 900 for major armed robbery and 2 attempted capital murder.
Mm-hmm.
And kidnapping would be another 100.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be $1,000. 500, 700, 100 with another 100, so $1,000. No. Yeah, roughly around that. Now, what if we charged it 1.5 times? So we incremented.
What was the highest one?
Attempted capital murder, which was 500 with a extra $200 on each.
The next one.
Yeah.
Is major armed robbery more than capital murder? I'm just asking.
Time-wise,
Yeah,
yes.
time-wise.
What about fine-wise?
Same, equal.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say I would just always go with like the highest one, like
No,
fine.
but we have to go with the highest felony. That's
Yeah, I know we go by highest felony, but usually what I do, I would go by the main crime they committed.
I would say the highest fine. Only due to the fact that also gives us back that, or gives you guys back that high fine. You know what I mean?
well. Let's say we upped it by 1.5. I'm gonna times 1.5 by, let's say, attempted capital murder, which was 500.
I was gonna say, yeah. What if we just max or 1 times 5 the max it? Or you think also the increment?
So, attempted capital murder would be 750. At
the max?
like if I did a 1.5 times, like if we made that the new standard, it's not that bad.
No.
Because a capital murder, that means killing someone outright would be, it was 700 back in the day. So I would be requesting that we 1.5 times everything on here. And also if you were kidnapping a government official versus regular, I feel like it should be an extra 200 instead of...
You talking about a government like
all of us are well, let's say you're
that's what I'm at. I was talking about like as in county government or as in like you lawmen and judge
lawmen and medical and all that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
They don't got no tobacco.
We're all talking about penal codes if you want to weigh in on this. What I'm proposing is we use the old ones and times at 1.5. So it's, let's say for attempted capital murder, it used to be 500. We raised it up to 750. But we got $2,000.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
But we're allowed to stack. In the old days, we weren't allowed to stack.
Not enough of a criminal to know, you know.
Yeah, but I'm looking at everyone as a whole. You know, like this is for everyone. It affects.
You could become a criminal.
Yeah,
You decide to change. Well, I'm just saying, if like say someone was someone civil and they're like, just kind of getting monotonous, don't really want to do this anymore. Let's go criminal. You know what I mean? That's why we want to weigh in everyone's kind of judgment, because anybody could become a criminal at any time. A lawman could become a criminal.
Right now, it's like super expensive.
I used to be
you can
one.
stack it, right? Or
Correct.
can you not stack? Okay, so
you can.
Then it would be just cheaper, but not as cheap as before, but still stacked.
Correct. Yeah, it's still stacked.
I mean, better than now, sure.
Yeah, exactly. So how I'm seeing it is it's because when you're doing something criminal, it's a risk and reward system. It doesn't mean you're guaranteed, X amount of money, but this kind of reflects, crime versus time. And I would also love to requests that we were allowed to give increment extra time to, like, by 5 months. Let's say, like, I like the numbers right now. From let's say 30 months is jail time, but attack on an extra 5 or 4 or 3, etc., depending on what the crime was like. So, you know, it may
that's
take
not
a
that much that it like disrupts anything.
Right.
So.
exactly.
Remember, like Theo said, was telling me, those are all maxes.
Yeah.
These are all
If
maxes.
you're in a cunt, you shouldn't really always get them.
Exactly. So that's what I'm gonna be trying to put forward. I'm just trying to weigh in pretty much everyone's thought process.
I can't
Yes.
say much on it, but it sounds better than what's going on now.
Yeah,
We'll see
we've had two extremes before.
Yeah.
Before we were way too light, and right now this is
now there's no crime.
too harsh. Yeah. So what I would recommend is 1.5, the old times, and then allow us to stack. But also updating the contraband list. Since we have legal wagon robberies, we're allowed to take everything from it. You know, we're not we're allowed to take, you know, the moonshine still tools and stuff like that. We're allowed. Oh, because if you're doing it illegally, then guess what? You can't really say you were doing it legally in the first place. If you get into a gunfight, guess what? It's still the same as any fort, bank, or whatever. You're gonna have your weapons confiscated. It puts a lot more action, a thought on your own actions, versus saying, "Hey, guess what? We're gonna just absolutely destroy you with fines." What was another thing? I also believe body armor, if it's used in a violent crime, it should be taken away.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Picture this. So if someone's shooting at you with body armor and you're not wearing any.
Well, yeah, you're gonna get fucked.
Exactly. So
See,
it's...
wait, how does body armor work in the county? Is it like overall just you can take more shots, or are there still weak areas?
There's weak areas, yes.
Okay.
It's actually a percentage. It's a percentage of chance of being deflected.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, what about headshots?
Oh, those
are still the same. It doesn't cover it.
Yeah, unless they're wearing a helmet, and even then you can kind of head eyes someone.
Yeah.
I mean,
But yeah.
I don't think the body armor being like used in violent crimes being confiscated is like a huge problem. Like I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. So and also that allows tailors to make more. You know.
True.
Yeah. Yep. Like we was talking about, making sure the economy revolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I'm interested how it's gonna turn out.
So I'll write this up now. I just wanted to get my thoughts out before I start writing.
Yeah. Would you?
I'm gonna go harass.
Okay. No, you're good. Would you put a set amount, like max wise, like you can't go over, it should not exceed something?
Nope.
No?
Well, let's face it, every single action you take changes.
Reprimand?
Exactly. Because exceeding, no, like...
What about time? I'm just asking on that.
Time, that's... let's see...
I feel like it should never go over 9.
You know what, let's not screw around with time. Maybe time is this... Oh, and if we raise everything up by 5 minutes.
Raise everything by 5 minutes?
Yeah, everything by 5 minutes. Right now, you know, let's say a mason.
You're also taking in fact that like time is being dropped because of how long it takes for a doctor to come, or
right,
how long it takes to move someone to someone. So I get that. Okay.
I feel like, you know, unarmed assault for 15 months is great.
Right.
But we're looking at, you know, Class A and Class B felonies. You know, kidnapping is 20 months. Or, you know, if it was 25 months, that would be a little bit different. You know, attempted murder, attempted capital murder is 30 months. 35 months sounds fantastic. Major armed robbery is 40 months. You know, so
Right,
if you
most
never
time
kill it,
takes a little time. So yeah, it'll
Exactly.
it'll get dropped to 30, 25.
exactly, that's
I do
really up
believe
to
that
some.
people do need to spend time over there.
So, you know, like if we raise it up by 5 months, like for class A and B felonies, but don't stack it. That's
right. Yeah, that's good.
fine. But raise everything up from what's your name, my friend?
My name is Matt Lowry.
All right, I'll show you the old penal code. Oh shoot, okay, that makes sense. I just saw here, I sent it to you via quick. So yeah, if you do 1.5 everything.
I'm good with that.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it's lower. I mean, it's quite a bit lower than what it is now. It still's taking a little bit of money. I will say the do not remove weapon as are fighting locals for wagon robberies should be treated differently, as in like if they shoot at you and you take them down, you take a weapon. Obviously they shot at you. It's not used fighting locals no more.
The whole locals ordeal is supposed to be in town. Like you go into a saloon and you start shooting. That's what it was supposed to be intended for.
Right. Most of the time, I would say most of the time.
Because you can't do a wagon robbery without shooting locals.
Right.
Because it's a security force. They signed up for it. That all goes into the package.
So, what if... How do you know what gun they use?
Well, detective kit.
Okay.
You can literally use a detective kit on someone if they've been shot and killed. But a lot...
I'm just asking. I didn't know.
I believe so. We can test that. I don't mind.
We could. Yeah, I was gonna say we... Obviously, I'm not gonna be the one shooting.
Imagine if like one of the gods came in here, you know?
Oh yeah, you don't want to sell the ooey gooey, man. Come.
Over here,
want
there's
to sell
one.
the ooey gooey.
Howdy.
Is there a...
Oh, is that
Is
Kathy?
there a local over here that we can just borrow? No?
Not a live one.
Where are the live, unlive ones?
In the alley probably.
All right.
Some back here, Theo.
Yep, there's one.
Oh, I thought that was Theo.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
wearing-
Now,
Maybe we'll just have a rule of one bath
how do you-
water at a time. There's just
Okay. You look like Max for a second.
No one gonna say how well
can
I played
be,
the
just-
piano.
No, you are playing pretty brilliantly. I'm looking.
And I
Gooey
thought you
on
were
the
like, I thought you were Max. What are you doing?
Alright, what if the cum isn't gooey?
what am I doing? I'm checking on something real quick to see if
Okay.
no player dead nearby.
fucking water, boys. No.
Oh,
No, what-
can you customize my gun for me
I work here now.
at the saloon?
Yeah. I'm
Dang it.
also. I got the 15K. Oh, I'm gonna open a flower shop. I haven't told you yet.
Oh,
Yeah. I've been trying. I'm following you around so I can tell you. I've just woken up.
fantastic. Same here.
I literally just rolled out of bed. Why is
I'm
he
kind of
following you around?
because we're trying to investigate some things and trying to figure out how to fix the
Oh,
county a
okay.
little bit. Yep.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna try to open a flower shop. Hopefully it goes well. And I got 15K for it. That's why I was working there and still working there
That's
for the
amazing.
moment. Yeah. So yeah. If if you see Diego, he should be able to customize your gun. But yeah, for the most part it's gonna be like basically if you order like like if you can order like hold on, I'm trying to wake up. You can order flowers for a special day or special someone, and you can order like maybe anonymous deliveries or just deliveries in general. But you would need like we would need the PO for that. And then obviously like little gifts. And then it's gonna be called clovers.
That would be quite nice.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be the red door that's like right next to it. This like saloon, this crazy saloon here. Okay, but yeah, you guys have fun. I want to tell you.
That's fantastic.
There's one over here. You want to try it again?
All right.
From
Where is it?
Up here on the station. Right here. Up on that bench, if you can see him.
All right.
Anybody, please.
All right. Let's
Head up the hill.
Yup. You know what? This bush is fine.
Please help.
This bush is up here. Yeah.
Yeah. We could do it in Jason's.
I mean,
Lord have mercy.
So I know who owns this.
only works on people.
So what if we just did, you know, you hand us whatever gun is not in your bag, but in your holsters.
But what if people are trying to, you know, abuse that by? I mean,
How would they go about using it? I'm just curious.
like they see cops coming, boom, holster. Like,
Well, it would be in their holster, right? Or are you saying they would put it in their bag?
pretty much, yeah. There, I think there's a quick unequip.
Right, but at the same time, most of the time, how many times have you ran into where like they just instantly give up? They're like, "Yep, nope, not doing it." Like, here you go. Here's this. Here's that.
There's a few, but I'm trying to find. I'm trying to blanket this as best as possible. Yeah, I'm trying to blanket this as much as possible, but at the same time, have it agreeable.
Right, and my only thing is the reason why I say in their holster is because people will ride around with like a gun on their back or a gun in their bag that is a cheap gun for you to take. You know what I'm saying? Like most people will always have out their high ends, unless they came prepared to lose something, so they'll bring out only low end guns. Because most time they're always going to be prepared. They're going to be prepared for a fight, if anything. if they're not, and they're prepared to turn their stuff in. Well, if we make it to where still items are contraband, they're gonna lose it all anyways, so they won't be giving up no more. So either they're, and that's where I was talking about, like if we could get a visual on how they want the rolling paper to go on with a wagon robbery. Because it's not like a bank, a fort, it's not a set plate.
It isn't,
So it's
but
not-
it
so
should
I
be
can't
treated
like-
the same way as a bank or fort in the set plate, though. That's where my thought process is, because it's still a crime.
Right, but how, I can't bring a hostage and be like, look, I have
You
a
can.
hostage.
You can.
I mean, I
One.
could, but most of the time everyone doesn't, nobody stays around. Everyone splits away, gets cover somewhere.
But
If
the
something does
person,
to them.
have the person who's negotiating have, you know, the hostage.
'Cause
Obviously.
most of the time the negotiator is the one pulling the items out, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Have it right beside there. That's fine.
Okay. So would you take it as their life is in danger?
100%. They have guns probably aimed on them. 100%.
Okay, I got you.
You could even say, I have someone watching you from a distance. You're going to be right beside me because I'm negotiating. But I have one guy. If you slip up, if you're trying to escape, we're going to put a bullet in your head.
Right. I see what you mean.
Like I said, there's a reason why I'm not a criminal.
Right. That's why like I'm trying to just make it to where it's apparent for both sides. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to make it a win
Exactly.
for us only. So
No. It's a win-win for both. I want everything to be equal. Like I want people to commit crime. Well, obviously, I say I don't, but I do because that keeps me in a job. But at the same time, you know, I want everything to be equal, or because it is a risk-reward system. But I don't want them to be discouraged by all that.
The risk is too big.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's like, right now I feel like if anyone is going to be doing anything, they're probably not looking at trying to go on a chase because the risk is still out doing the reward at the moment. I feel like most criminals right now are thinking, I'd rather take a shootout and have a better chance of getting away. You know, them having the mindset that they are better gunning than you or in your crew. So that you're going to get more gunfights instead of that rolling paper of horse chase and the good stuff. That's what I'm trying to defer to, is like getting people to do more chases than anything. Because chases I see are a good advantage for you guys because most of the time we'll say 3 and you guys come up with 6. That's like 2 at least on 2 people.
True. I'm writing this as we speak. So I would like to suggest that we go back to the old fines for penal codes, but raise them up by 1.5 times. I have all the class A and B felonies raise up time by 5 minutes. Allow us to stack the fines like we are doing right now, and have the secondary fines be up to to closer lesson. I gotta rewrite that.
What do you want to say about the
have the fines be upped closer to a little less than half of the actual fine.
Okay, I see what you mean. Like say the attempted capital murder would be 750 max. The minimum or the increment would be like 375.
Have the increment be higher to closer to half.
We could do 1.5 on all of it. That'd be.
Yeah, the problem is some of the halves right now are like a third of what it costs. That's my whole issue. It's like, let's say a misdemeanor is $300 and you have $100 fine. But yeah, it would make sense if it's multiple misdemeanors. Yeah, sure. But you know, you have, let's say, where is it for murder. Attempted capital murder is 500, and then it's 200. I'd say 250 would make a little more sense.
So, well, we're doing the 1.5, correct? Like if we did 1.5.
True. I didn't. This is my tired brain. So let's say
you're
1
good.
point. So 200 times 1.5. So that would be a $300 when it's at 750. I mean,
Right,
I
so
could get
it's pretty
behind
close
that.
to half. Yeah, I would say. I mean, you're still upping it, and at that point, you know, we're now stacking those. So that
Right.
would be 750 plus. Say we drop 2 of yours, so 750 plus 300.
Yeah, 750 plus 300 is 1,050. So, you know,
Right,
that's
then you're
fine.
adding in, more than likely, you're adding in major armed robbery,
Right.
which would be another 750. So that'd be
No, because major armed robbery would be a secondary. So it would be
Oh, that's
another
right. My fault.
350. So that'd be another 350. So that would be 1,400.
Yeah, so that's not bad. I mean, it
It's
is
not
more than what
bad.
we used to.
And at the same time, these are maximums.
Right. So they can always be either plead deal down. They can always be how you comply.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm
I think that
me
actually.
personally, I think that sounds good. I mean, for both sides.
I think so too. I think that's actually very fair. Because, yeah, 1,400, you're looking at a possible, what, 4,000 per person or 5,000 per person at best for a walkaway, and having 1,400 as the, you know, deterrent.
Right.
I think that's actually, or 1,000, you know, that's actually very reasonable.
Right. So now the question is, the other question would be, how do you charge two? So say a group of 3, drop
Right.
down 2 of your lawmen. Do both people get charged those 2 kills?
No, obviously we need to figure out what the gun was used to kill the lawmen. So let's say one person had a Navy revolver and the other one had a Schofield, and it says both rifles were both people were killed by a revolver. So obviously the person who had the revolver out was the one who was doing the initiation. If they both have the same revolver, we're gonna have to say, you know, like, we're gonna either have to bring it to court, we're gonna have to take both of it, or we're gonna have to figure out which one's which.
So my suggestion for that would actually be find
Because that's some detective. That's where, you know, these kill things come into play. It's trying to figure out who did what. They can always fight it in court and say, I'm guilty of this, but I'm not guilty of that. And
But I
then
feel like
they
at
have to
that
trial.
point, both of them are gonna file for neither. So who killed him at the end?
Then the courts are going to have to figure that one out.
So I would suggest putting a probable cause on both of them being the one to drop both, since we don't know, at least until detective work actually starts coming up, right?
Right.
So we say, I'm going to either charge both of you, or one of you is going to speak up.
Right.
So
I think that would be fair. 100%.
Right. You're forcing one to take.
Unless it's like, let's say they split up in an alley, and obviously you have one person going one way and the other one the other way. Then obviously it makes a lot more sense. But if it's like inside of Mercer and you don't know who shot who and stuff, then that makes also sense.
Yeah. Because someone's got to get charged, right? So it's not, as a group, I would be like, well, I shot him. I mean, one of us is going to take the fine for it. Most of the time, most gangs or people that rolling together to do that are either going to help pay for each other, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
see, this is
and
this
and
is
also,
what I'm saying.
like, one of the biggest things that I know a lot of criminals have is the bag man always is in front or is always protected. Usually, not some cases people just go wild and I don't know what the heck they're thinking. But like you always protect the bag man. So, you know, they still get away with the money or whatnot, but those people are still getting fined that. So that's still taking money out of maybe their cut.
Yeah. So yeah, it's but it all depends on if the bagman gets away or not. That's the
Right.
real,
Right.
because it could be all for nothing if the bagman doesn't get away.
Exactly. So, you know, they're not making anything off it. That's a loss for them, however they look at it.
Loss of resources, time,
How you
and
doing,
effort.
gentlemen?
Not too bad. We're talking about penal codes right now and trying to figure out things.
Okay, sir.
I'll let you weigh on this as well. That body's from me. We were testing
Oh yeah,
something
no
out.
worries. No,
So you can't use those death kits on locals. So we just found that out.
death kits.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can get them from the sheriff's office, and they will allow you to go over top of a body that's been shot, and then you can find out what they were either killed by. So, so that'll put a little more emphasis on what gun was used in a crime, and it's usually what I've been using for trying to put an airtight alibi, like airtight case together. So, you know, having my my camera out, taking pictures of people inside banks, just in case they escape. At least we have, you know, footage of that person, the and hostages, etc. You know, it helps out a lot. So I'm trying to put together a thing saying, because you were I'm trying to propose that we go to the old penal codes, but raise all the prices by 1.5 times. So instead of a $500 fine for attempted capital, it would be $750 with 300, or what was it, 350 that
300.
300. Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300 would be the side fine. We would be allowed to stack, but it would make a lot more sense for the economy wise, especially if they're committing multiple crime. That being said, having a rework of the contraband list, since we have legal wagon robberies, you know, we should be allowed to take everything away from someone if they're doing an illegal wagon robbery. We should also be allowed to take their guns if they are confiscated, since we should treat it just like any fort or bank or anything of the sort. Since it's out in the open, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Because they can still bring a hostage, and, you know, it all depends on how you want to do it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think it's all about balancing, and this so right now we're trying to hammer out details so I can write it in law suggestion as well as regular.
Yeah. Sounds good. Sounds fair. Especially about fine, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, ask me any fine right now from the old penal code, and I would tell you the actual, like, regular price, and then I can tell you the what I'd suggest as the new price as well as its secondary price.
Yeah.
Go for it. Ask any of them.
I don't know. It's like capital murder.
So capital murder, so that's killing someone outright. So 1.5 times.
Yeah.
It would be 1,050.
Wow.
But So that's so before capital murder would be 700, so 1,050. But I also am requesting that we raise up the times for A and B class felonies by 5 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
So instead of attempted capital murder on a civilian or on a officer, it would be 35 or 30 months, depending on which one it is.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes it a little more streamlined, right? You know, just
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I'm okay with actually with everything. Yeah, but as long as it's kind of balanced, because I heard that
right now
criminals
it's not.
don't earn. No, no, I know, but criminals don't earn a lot with robbing something. They said it's not worth it. I don't know if it's true or not. What do you think?
Well, there's some things that could
Some
be
of it.
definitely upped, but you know, like
Yeah.
you gotta think about what's worth and what's not, too. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. And I think always like you should not expect if you're doing with 6 people that you expect that you're gonna earn a lot, you know? You should not
Yeah.
expect that.
For
Because
three,
if you think
you know, like let's say you're making 15,000, and you're working with 3 people. If you're doing it even way, that's $5,000. If you're doing it with 6 people, you're looking at 2,500. You know,
yeah,
that's really up to you.
I think that's 5,000 is good money. I don't know
But that's
why
as
people
3 people.
whining, you know? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know why people are whining because 3 people is good. I mean, how
But
much do you want, you
but
know?
you could also have 6 officers show up too.
That's true. That's true.
But if your bagman gets away, then you know you make that money as well. But if you lose it, then you know you're out of the money. But you know we were talking about a startup fee for having lockpicks and lockbreakers. You're looking at about $300 each.
Yeah.
Right now, they might be going up with the black market.
Yeah.
Regardless, like I'm just trying to
Right,
work
right. No,
this
I
out of
got you.
my so I'm gonna get back to writing, but y'all can talk about this and I'll listen in.
Sure. Sure.
I think
But
right now, what we
not gonna lie, I never met you, sir.
I'm Matt Lowry.
Matt Lowry, okay. And what do you do, Matt Lowry? I'm Wolfric White. Yeah.
Criminal.
Oh, you're criminal. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's why, and more or less, I'm talking to him.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
And like we told one of the people down there, we want everyone's opinion. Like even if you're a civil, because
Yeah.
at any moment anyone could make the change to be a criminal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a lawman could leave law and go be a criminal. So they
Yeah.
need to be approving it as well. You know, they need
Yeah.
to say their
True.
2 cents.
Not that I want to, but yeah. True,
Right.
True. True.
Right, but anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I was telling him. He's like, "Well, I'm not really a criminal." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Right, but any moment you could be if you want."
Yeah, yeah. Of course, of course.
It's not like a whitelisted thing.
But let's be honest, you can never please everybody. That's why I don't give a shit in equal, like everybody should be pleased, you know, because it's impossible.
It
It's
is.
really impossible.
But right now, I think it's so high that that criminals aren't either doing crime or they're just not waking up anymore.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So our
I
goal is to
understand.
lower it, but still raise it or be higher than what it used to be, in order to still make
Yeah.
either a penalty of it versus
Yeah.
just a slap on the wrist.
I think the best way, that's what I think, to raise a little bit the money, money wise, that you guys get more paid, and then
Or we lower our penal codes again and
Yeah.
have it a little more reflected to.
or that, exactly, that's
say-
what I want to say, or that, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I actually say kind of the opposite, not really the opposite, but actually raising some of the other things that we have. Not by a
As
whole
in?
lot. Like we're talking like the robbery amount, like how much you get from the robbery. On some of it. Fort Mercer is outright way over. I mean, with a new penalty, like if this one was to go in, it would be all right. But like for some of the banks in Fort Wallace, and Fort Wallace is like, I think the second worst payout right now. I think, like with I was telling you on Blackwater Bank. It's $4,000 to $8,000 is what you get. That's your split between 4,000 to 8,000 total. Which is like you split that 3 ways. We'll say 6,000 split 3 ways. It's only 2,000. Not a whole lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I was telling Theo, like, what if we were to start taking 2 weapons? Like, no matter if they only use 1, we take 2 weapons. Because what that's going to do is going to cause
What
the
if they're
economy to
dual wielding?
revolve. Yeah, you take both of them. Take both the ones they have. The
I
whole
mean,
point is to always take 2 weapons, more or
some
less. 'cause
some
that's-
people have literally said we're wanting to take all the weapons from someone, and I don't agree with that either. It's
That's harsh. I mean, you're
that's
like, that's almost wiping pocket.
So how I feel like
Thing
I feel like the weapons is fine, but I feel like armor, if it's used in a what's it called, if it's used in a violent crime,
Yeah.
then yes. If it's to give yourself an advantage over someone else, then yeah, it should be taken away from you.
Okay. Okay.
So if it's tied with a Class A felony, then yeah, like take it away from them. But that being said, why we have official wagon robberies, so we don't we shouldn't be worrying about taking stuff away from moonshine stills anymore. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, I know. But,
But-
I think all weapons is wrong. Well, in reality will be makes sense. But if in a game it would be very harsh. Yeah. But 2 weapons? Okay, but which ones then?
So that would be where it would always have to be, well, and as we discussed, I think it should be the holstered weapon. And if they only have one out, then you pull one out of their bag.
Okay.
Like that, you always take, like, if it's a, say we shoot you guys and we lose.
Yeah.
We always lose 2 weapons. Each person that gets killed gets 2 weapons away.
Yeah.
But it's not even just against the people doing the crime. But that's also helping the economy revolve again.
Yeah.
Because when someone has to buy a gun, what it does is it's causing miners to make money again, blacksmiths to make money because they're making kits for the gunsmith again, and the gunsmiths are making more kits. Because right now they're all stale. No blacksmith is buying almost anything right now. Like, dude, you remember whenever the pin board used to be full of people asking for material?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. I do really remember all that.
I mean, that was only like a month or 2 ago. Now that's none. Like, no one's really asking for any material anymore.
And not to be add to it, the last time there was one criminal came to me and was like, yeah, I'm done with here. I'm gonna go away. Future is much better. And they just gone. I was like, okay, what? Why? What's going on?
Right.
But yeah, so I know, and I don't want people to leave, you know? It would be
Right.
stupid. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe talk to also with Hayes, you know, with the owner. Maybe he will understand also what to do.
I've
Or-
already opened a prayer for that.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
for not just the fines wise, but to help, like, show like the economy is at a stalemate as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Because horses should not live to 60. No, that
But
should
how much?
not. They should live like 30 to 40. I say 30. Theo says 40. If
And
we-
how long will be 30, 40? Like a month?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but
my
it
horse
is a month, right? Right now. A horse lives a month.
No, it lives like 2 months, depending on how much you ride it and are it's awake.
Does it?
Yeah, I've had mine almost a month and a half, and it's at like 37 or 38.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's the thing; it's not about how long, as long as it's at a decent amount. Like you have to imagine that a horse is gonna get worn
1
out.
month is not enough, you know. In 1 month, you cannot, as a lawman, It's gonna be it's gonna take you a long time to earn enough money to buy a best horse and to train it.
Well, that's
And
why
then
I'm also.
I disagree there.
That's why I'm going to be suggesting that we have deals with the stables and
yeah,
actually work
discount.
out. Well, not just that,
Yeah.
but already pre-assigned horses.
Oh, that
That
would be good.
yeah. But once you turn in your badge, you'd also have to turn in the horse.
Of course, of course.
So,
Yeah.
so my thing is,
Logical.
as lawman, what do you pay for?
For us, pretty much nothing. Like a lot of food is well, we only deal with food and maybe some water. But
Should I go?
like if you want, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still answering all this. So food and water for the most part. Like a lot of times, horse stimulants are given by the actual sheriff's department. Like feed for their horses. Same with ammo. Ammo is also dealt with. If they want anything over a navy, they have to buy it themselves. Because or it's really up to their sheriff if they want to actually give them a little present. I usually do. But, you know, this is how I work everything out in my head. It's like, we're taken care of, but we also make a government wage of X amount of money per every 15.
I know how much.
Oh, I know you know, but only because
so
of the
when I-
newspaper.
Right. So you make 120 every
For a
15
deputy.
minutes.
Yeah, for me, it's a lot more than that, but yeah.
Right. But you also, you did work to get to that position.
Yes, sir.
You're not like, it wasn't just given to you. So
No,
you put your
sir.
time in for that. So
59 arrests, even without the wagon robberies and all that. 59 arrests. Yes, sir.
So you have $120 every 15 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So on a 12-hour work, we'll say you work 12 hours. You're on duty for 12 hours. You made $5,600.
That's also depending on how much free time people have. But yes, like I can see your thought process there.
Yeah, in general, most people, you say a week they spend maybe 12 months or 12 hours.
And sometimes I throw in some goodies into the sheriff's office, just see if anyone actually notices.
So my thing would be like, you guys make a decent amount. So for him saying like, well, you have horses, if they die that soon, but it's like,
It
what else are
isn't
you
that
gonna do
bad.
with your money? What else are you gonna do with your money? I don't
Exactly.
know.
Is he trying to buy a place? I understand that, but at the same time,
That's what a lot of people are doing right now. It's
I
like
don't know.
waiting, building it, and then buying a place, and then
Like,
then
I'm
there's
gonna be
nothing
honest,
left.
I have well over 120,000. Well over.
And you probably have not much to do with it. Like, as in, like, what are you gonna do with it other than buy a house? That's your only
I usually just buy food for people or new
Right.
weaponry for new people coming on to the force. I
Right.
have no
Yeah, you
interest
use
in
it.
owning property.
Right. So I'm kind of.
I've already
with
done
you
that.
on that. Yeah. It's as a lawman, it's almost pointless. You
It
almost
really
never
is. It really is, especially if
Reality,
if all you're doing is law and you're always on duty.
Yeah. Now, if you're like Jack Reacher and you go off duty and you have a fiance, and,
It makes
that's
more
understandable.
sense. Yeah, 100%. But me, I got none of that. I'm always working. So,
that.
yeah, I'm trying to work things out.
So the time on a horse, I think, should be lower. It causes, like I said, the training thing, whatnot. But for the lawman, what if express ammo wasn't given, or like any special, and it was just normal, and you had to go and pay for different ammo types? It gives you interaction with the gunsmiths, other than just customizing and buying a gun. Get you to kind of be almost like a normal or a regular to come in, get some ammo.
Well, to be
on
honest,
about.
when I was going through my training stage, I still bought my own ammo. I didn't believe in taking it from the stock.
Right. That's
Because-
that's
yeah.
from the newspaper, other duties. That's just how I think. I'm like, in reality, you know, you could almost milk a clock by not really like responding late kind of thing, where it's like, oh, it's already filled scene wise. Hey, I'm still getting paid though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that also shows up the integrity of the officer too.
Right. There. So it's like, I'm not saying that lawmen should be forced to buy anything, but if they want special ammo, they go buy it from the gunsmith to make interaction with the gunsmith. Make sure the gunsmith know who they are. Like, hey, I'm here with you guys here at this town. It's more like that. Just it because in reality, who pays for all the stuff that gets put in the inventory of the law?
It is from our arrests. So it goes into our little budget.
Okay.
So it's technically from our work that we get paid in a roundabout way.
I mean, like I said, as long as it's not like brought in from another county money.
No. This is literally every single arrest. It kind of goes into our ledger of.
Okay.
So. Yeah. So, I'm giving mine an example right now. Time for business.
Oh shit.
Wrap this bandage around it.
Don't worry about it, lawman. It was friendly. And it wasn't me.
Addy?
Told you I'd whoop his ass. Yep.
Alright, let me just give you a bit of morphine for the pain. Pull out these bullets. Stitch you back up.
There's a llama in there. I'm wondering what happened. Told you I'd whoop his ass. Told you. This bad boy. Oh.
Yeah, you should get some. You should get.
What's up, Lawman? I'm Ricky.
Just
Hey, what's
to
up?
confirm that you did use the Schofield.
No.
No,
so I didn't do it. My name's Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what, Lyman?
Hey.
We finally restocked tomato soupy today.
How you doing, Ricky? Ricky, we should go again.
What part of that? Ricky to just do nothing. Ricky does.
My friend, you didn't.
We gave you the bolus.
someone clip it.
man. We gave you the bolus. We gave you the bolus, man. We're going a horse chase.
They wanted
Are we
to horse
ready
chase,
now?
but we didn't agree with that.
Theo, can you help us?
What the hell is going on over here?
He is not letting us go. We're supposed to be free by now.
Listen, we got the demand: 5 Mississippis, no lethals, and a horse chase.
Yeah, but you didn't say that.
He hasn't
inside the
even
van,
searched
you
us. They're literally
no
just
to
arguing at this point.
Well,
that's
once they
usually-
leave the
that's usually
scene, then
what's-
we're allowed to.
That's usually what's.
Yeah, they're
you know,
literally
told-
just arguing.
Unless you state otherwise, then the default is horse chase.
Pretty no.
Okay.
I thought it was foot chase.
Go.
Hi, Mr. T. Let's go.
5 Mississippis, 4 Mississippis, 3
shouldn't be
Mississippis,
starting
2
from here,
Mississippis,
man.
1 Mississippi.
Can we break free?
You know what? I'll deal with y'all. Let me check y'all.
Hey, by the way,
I know it's all. crazy
his name
stuff.
is Jelani. He said it on accident. I caught it. Jelani.
Oh, thank you.
Why are you? Huh?
He didn't have a mask on. He said to the other guy, "My name's Jelani." Or you
Here,
said
Theo,
Jelani.
you
Guy.
you can search me.
All right.
I'm really pissed off because I got taken hostage last night.
I'm sorry about that.
And also putting something in someone's mouth, sir,
I was joking. Relax. Oh my God. Would you
does not
relax?
matter.
Okay,
Does not fucking matter.
I appreciate you.
Ready, Captain?
Relax.
Yeah, you're welcome, Theo.
You're free to go.
Sorry, I didn't see that there was a robbery happening for some
It's okay.
reason. All right. so-
Yes, deputy. His name is Jelani. So, I don't know. You might want to write that down or something.
Sorry, come again?
His name is Jelani.
Chorlani.
Like when I'm trying to talk to you as a hostage, as a lawman, you do not
Can
keep
you
talking
stop
to the
educating
fucking.
me? Thank you.
I'm just shut
Alright.
the fuck up.
All right, I'm gonna ignore you. Thank you.
Bro, what?
As a lawman,
It's okay, God. It's okay, God.
as a lawman, you talk to the hostage.
Miss, can I search you right quick before?
yeah, yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. It's all. I do apologize for all these inconveniences.
Be careful,
No
that horse is
worries.
gonna kick you, Theo.
Oh yeah, we might.
Well,
Oh, she was right.
Dang, a 2
Sorry
for
about that.
1.
I was
Yeah,
kind of
was-
stuck.
I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry for blowing up on you guys, but it's still like you yourself. You need to work on your training.
Just stop it, please.
All right.
I'm not normally a mean person, but sometimes
Okay,
people
listen,
bring it out on me.
Listen.
Put something
don't
in
know.
her mouth?
It's a joke. Relax. Oh my God. Fuck hell. Relax. You were talking. I couldn't hear him. That's the problem.
Oh. Oh.
What's
Go,
going on?
go investigate that. I'll deal with these. All right.
Correct, Captain.
All right. What I would suggest is finding his sheriff or someone of the sort, and finding out a complaint.
I'll talk to Jesse.
I do apologize about all that.
I'll talk to Jesse.
I believe Mark Jordan was about, but I'm unsure. But I mean, I guess you could follow it with me, but
Yeah, definitely. You saw what happened.
I only saw the very end when y'all are down on the ground. But, like, if you want to come to the station with me and we can just.
Let's talk.
All right.
Absolutely, please do. Oh.
Right.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. Because you
Yeah,
know
I
I'm
go-
not normally a mean person.
No,
but
no,
then
absolutely not. That was very scuffed, and for some reason I wasn't getting any alert about Blackwater Bank being
Yeah, it was all consensual, nothing serious. It was a duel.
No, it was not consensual
no,
for us.
no, for them they shouldn't be
It was
shooting in the middle.
duel, the shooters. That's what I'm saying.
But like the thing, we had a panther we were about to do, and they literally took us right before we got to I was trying to get my baby horse out of the stables, and you said it was like a legendary for them to take 3 females.
I didn't say it's legendary to take 3 females. I said how the hell did you took 3 hostages?
And then
with
you
2
said it
of
was
you?
it was like you said legend at the whole point.
I didn't say that.
I swear you said it.
Okay, but I didn't use female word.
You didn't say female, but you said
I
it's
didn't say
legend to
it.
3 females.
I said
not
how the hell
3.
did you took 3 people? I didn't say legendary.
But you said
I have
it
a
was
memory. I have a memory, so you can
But
say whatever
it
you
might
want.
have been my brain being
I
mixed
have a
and matched, but
memory. I
I
have a memory
swear,
of it. I have
I
a memory of it.
swear, but it's still
Okay.
a case. It's still a case. You did blow up, and you did
Oh
say.
my god, I didn't say it, so I have a memory of it.
No, I'm not
So,
talking about the legend. I'm talking about the putting a sock in her mouth or whatever the fuck it was. That's not called for a hostage. I'm not
okay, what
trying
do
to
you want
blow.
now?
I'm not trying to blow
What would
up
you
on
like
you.
now? What would you
I'm
like
not
now?
trying to blow.
Do you want?
I'm
What
not.
do you
I'm
want
not.
now?
I'm not. Listen to me.
No,
I'm
but
not
what do
trying
you
to.
want now?
Can I talk?
You can talk, but what do you want now?
Can I finish a sentence, sir?
Of course, sir. Ma'am.
Him. Do you want to be punched?
No.
Can I punch him? Can I punch him,
No,
Theo?
unfortunately, no. Just
Because
yeah, you know what? Let's
because
get some
I
distance.
want to finish my conversation.
Of course, ma'am. Of course, you finished it.
I want to say you do not put
Yes.
a sock in someone's mouth or whatever, because if you're talking to a hostage, that is not how they're gonna be treated.
Okay, okay. Now,
And you do not let someone
I like how
interrupt
you
a
educate
woman.
me.
Interrupt someone's conversation when you're trying to whenever you call someone sir. Okay.
That was a mistake. I want to say, man,
But
what the hell?
But just saying. I'm a
Okay,
little
that
bit
was a
pissed off on you
mistake.
right now. I'm just a
Okay,
little bit
you
pissed
can
off at
be.
you right now.
You can be. Do you want? What do you want now? Can be.
I'm not saying I want anything. I'm saying, just saying, be a little bit
Okay,
nicer to your
ma'am.
hostages.
I was nice. You were screaming, and I couldn't hear them.
Because I
That's the
was
only
trying,
thing.
but then
You cannot
separate.
scream.
Then separate yourself from separate yourself from
Okay. Would you feel more safer if I let you there on the ground?
No, but separate yourself when a hostage is trying to talk to you and ask you a question.
Okay, but like I said, I couldn't hear them. That's why, and I make a joke.
Then separate
If you
yourself
cannot take a
from
joke,
the.
if you cannot
I
take
can
a joke,
take a joke.
then
But
why you making a problem with
separate
that?
yourself.
Okay, now you're
from
gonna
them.
educate me what to do.
I'm gonna educate you what to do. So
That's exactly what I'm
no,
talking about.
you're gonna listen. All right. So her life, her life, and the other one's life. That's your main priority.
Exactly.
100%.
Yesterday we had a training.
No, you're gonna listen to me. So, their lives are your main priority. Money, secondary. Yes? Confirm?
Yeah, confirmed.
Confirmed. All right, then go get on a patrol.
Well, I cannot say I've saying.
Go get on a patrol right now.
Cannot say anything.
No, we're done here.
Okay.
Go on.
All right. I'll be back with talking with you also.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Won't.
Not with you. I'm talking about with him.
It's
Yeah.
alright. Hey, it's okay.
Later.
Sorry about that.
You see what I mean now.
Exactly. And when I showed up to the scene, there was not any care about the actual hostages.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll have to deal with something about that. It was very much a dereliction of duty. I really do apologize about all this. And you should, one, being captured is bad enough. Two, it's yeah, I don't know what to say. It was very gross misconduct. If you're wanting to fill out a report, then you're more than welcome to. But
I want to fill out a report against him.
all right, let me see if I can find Mark Jordan. Let me message.
I'll be right back, Catherine.
Because you do not treat your hostages like that. Or the hostages like that. Like, you know I'm not normally like that. Like, I try not to be.
Oh, I know that. I'm trying to find Mark Jordan's name right now.
Talking to a woman in general like that? That's not right.
So, can I talk to you, Sheriff?
I'm getting Mark Jordan here. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
I mean, you guys can talk. Go ahead. Tell them your side.
I just want to talk about something else, man.
You didn't even say you're sorry. That's what I've been waiting for.
You're not gonna hear it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Too pride for that. Too proud.
You're cursing me out. Why would I say sorry? You cursing me out, and I would say sorry. Of course I'm proud. I'm not gonna say sorry if somebody's saying fuck you.
Yeah, because you literally would not care for your hostages.
I am just negotiating with the criminals too. Same time, I was all alone.
You were
What do you
out of
expect?
the bank.
Hey,
What, do you
Theo,
want
I'm
me to
sorry
be
to bother
inside
you.
bank?
When you can,
And
I'm walking a
also,
baby
one
horse and I
second.
can't walk it
Oh,
because
sorry.
they're just a horse playing down a street.
All right.
So, for your information, yesterday we had the training, and nobody explained me about all this kind of stuff. And we had hostages. There was no perfect explanation. So you getting angry at me, I cannot help it. You should get angry
But
at somebody who teach me.
you
Listen,
being-
listen. Listen. You talked like hours. Now let me just finish it. Nobody told me about this and that, and now the sheriff is getting angry at me. Can I help you, man? I would
She
like
was
to
on the
make
scene.
sense. Okay, I don't know. Don't remember faces. It's hard. But like I'm telling you, I had different training, different things. I'm a trainee, so it means I'm a new. I'm gonna learn stuff. I'm doing my best to help you. I just don't know if it's you guys are more important or the money or whatever. It just I
Human
don't know how
life
it works in
is
the county. Yeah, but I don't know how it works. So you getting angry at me doesn't make sense, Sheriff.
But
'Cause you
whenever
were
I'm...
one
Well,
second I
when
didn't finish it.
as soon
One
as I
second, I didn't
heard,
finish it. So I understand what you're saying, but you were not the moment when she cursed me out. So first of all, that. Second of all, they told me, let's be out of this. It, you can make jokes. It's not about that and blah blah.
It's
Don't
not.
take it so serious.
I'm
Don't
not
take it so
taking. I'm
serious. No,
saying.
not you, not you, not you.
I'm
Just
talking.
generally. Just
I'm talk.
generally. Just
I can
generally.
take a joke, but I'm talking about the hostages in general.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm talking about generally. They told me, oh yeah, you can make jokes. It's not about. It's not. You don't have to be that serious. I never said it's legendary to take 3 females. Even if I said that,
I'm
what's
not
wrong with that?
talking about that. I'm
What's wrong with
talking.
that? Even if I said that,
It's
what's wrong
kind of
with that? I didn't
messed
say
up.
that. I didn't say that. But what's
But
wrong?
like, I'm not
I didn't
saying.
say
I'm.
that.
I'm not talking about that. You said. I'm talking about in general.
Okay, but I had yesterday
Hostages.
training, and in a training, nobody
Yes,
explained
but
me about this kind of stuff.
in
Everybody
common
explained me.
sense.
Yeah, but in common sense, you know, in common sense, in real life, that's different. Okay, that's a game. Could you relax, please? Oh my God. I don't know
I'm
why
not
you're cursing
the
me
one
out.
yelling right now. I'm
But you were
cursing
cursing
you
me
out.
out.
But I was cursing you out because
For
I was
what?
trying to get your attention.
I
And then
understand.
I literally started talking to you as a person, and then you would not get away from the criminals.
Okay, but I learned that I have to
Negotiation.
catch
And then
criminals.
yes, but the
So what's the?
negotiation was already done,
You know
and
what
you
I
kept
don't like?
arguing with them.
Of course, because they were trying to get in their horses, and it's
And you
not
keep
okay.
telling me that I'm in trying to educate you. Yes,
I said,
Yeah,
love a
but
because
donkey.
you
that's the
are a
problem.
trainee.
Yeah, but you cannot
And I
educate
am
me
telling you
because you're not
that
sure.
yes, but this is a sheriff right there, and he agrees
Exactly,
with
but
me.
he agrees with me, and it's okay because he can tell me what to do, because he's higher rank. You are a civilian.
Oh
See, it's
yeah, but I'm one of
okay,
his
but
good friends.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
And
Very
then
good.
also, guess what? When you blowing up like this, it makes it bad for you because it
Okay,
also.
do you think?
Hey,
Do
guess
you
what?
think? 1 second.
I don't like being yelled at.
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't
I
like
don't
being
yell.
yelled at,
I
but
don't.
I
Listen to
don't like
me.
being
Nobody
yelled
is
at.
gonna. Okay,
Yelled
I
at.
don't like that
Oh
you
my
yell over
God.
me
Eli, this is not your
and
conversation.
cursing me at me.
Please, please,
I don't also
please,
like when you're
please.
cursing
Just
at
leave it
me.
be.
I also don't like when you're cursing at me.
And
So I'm gonna.
also,
That's
listen,
why I said I'm gonna
listen.
ignore to you
Dude, this
because you were
is
cursing at
Yes,
me.
and
It's
I
not
was
okay to curse
trying
me.
to have a conversation with you
Yeah, of course,
prior,
of course,
and you would not listen, Eli.
of course.
We're
So
talking about
as
something.
long as I'm
Please.
not
I'm just gonna
deputy,
let.
as long as I'm not deputy, I can make mistakes. It's okay, but I don't like when civilian educate me. I would like to if sheriff educate me. But if sheriff is also gonna be like, I'm your friend, so I have your back. Yeah, that's also wrong, I think.
It's not.
So
We're gonna. It's not that he has
Ah.
my back. It's that he.
okay, but I
if
can
you
make
believe the sheriff
mistakes.
is being
I
biased,
can
please
make
report him to the higher
mistakes.
up.
He's
Please,
not
dude.
being. But he's
I
not being.
can make mistakes.
Oh
I'm a
my
fucking
God.
trainee. What do you don't
We all
understand
do.
about this?
We all do.
You
I
can.
I may make mistakes. It's
Listen.
okay, right? Yesterday I got my
Hey.
training and I didn't explain it there that I
Hey,
have to
hey.
can make
Who did your
mistakes.
training?
No, but
Listen.
yes, sir.
Who did your training?
Who? I forgot the name, but I can check it for you.
All right.
Listen, if you made a mistake, you know, I mean, everyone makes their mistakes. I just, she was confused as to why,
But
you know,
then continuously yelling at the person.
As long as
yeah,
nobody's
I get it.
tell
Because
me
he was,
fuck you, it's okay. You know, I can help you.
But then.
it was
But
heated, so it
then.
was, hold on, it was heated, so, you know, you were saying stuff and he was saying stuff, and it was confusing because those guys were trying to negotiate with you while you were trying to negotiate with him.
But
I
then
think,
the bank thing was already over. They were arguing at that point.
yes, but we were done. We were waiting out in front. I think, yeah, he should have, you know, put us first before the money, but also he was arguing with the guy. The guy also, it was also his fault, the criminal. I don't know where he went, but he also
I
was not really playing fair playing fairly.
Yeah.
Like I said,
He
I
didn't really
still
regard
training.
the 3 hostages'
That's why I'm not
lives.
deputy, and
I just
when I become
need
deputy, you can say, "Fuck you,
someone
what the
else
fuck are
here,
you doing, deputy?" I will
because
understand that.
right now
But as
it's
long as
trying to
I'm not
control 4
deputy, I
people.
may make mistakes, and I can learn
Gonna
from
see if
it.
Buxton.
And yeah,
That's
so
first
we
of all. But don't curse me out. I really hate that shit. When, especially when people say "fuck you," who the hell do you think you are? What's
I
going
was
on?
already mad from
Would you
being
would
taken
you say
hostage
that in
last
real life
night.
a
That's
lawman?
why I said.
But that's not
Yeah,
fair to
I'm
take out
sure-
your anger on him.
But
And
I'm
I was
sure-
not taking my anger out on him. I was already mad prior, and I was already being like
Cheney,
Listen.
can I talk to
pissed
you? Yeah.
off.
I'm sure that you guys were, you know, it was a heated moment and you weren't really directing it at
And-
someone another. I'm sure it
And
was
it's
heated
the
and he
reason
didn't
why
mean
I
it.
said fuck off is
Yeah,
because
Cheney,
he put
yeah,
said
once
put
again.
No,
put
you
Yeah.
something in
fuck
my
I
you.
know.
mouth.
That's what
I
you
know
said.
you said.
Fuck you. Whatever
Okay,
I
so
said.
you
Making
said.
a small joke. It's not allowed. I mean,
But
it's
Listen,
a joke.
listen. Sometimes,
it's a
okay,
case
sometimes.
of like don't say that to a woman. It's
A
not
woman,
not
so
right.
Guys,
to a
guys, guys.
woman. But I can
It's
say to the
guys.
man.
no,
that's
it's
sexist.
about.
That's
Relax.
sexist.
All right,
Don't carry this
all
on.
right.
Come
No,
on.
when she's mad. When she's
All right.
When
mad.
she's
Come here,
mad.
Jenny,
Oh,
Jenny,
I
come here.
understand.
Listen,
I see.
listen,
I
Trini,
see. I
Trini,
see.
Trini.
Yeah,
Come here.
Richard.
Where should I go?
We get heated.
This
No,
person is calling me. And you
listen,
calling me. Who should I go
listen,
to?
listen. I'm me
Yeah,
right here
say.
with the cigar. We all get mad, all right? And she obviously was mad, so she said something, all right?
Yeah, but
Now
she's
I
saying
know you
that
made.
when
I
a
know, but you
woman.
made a joke. I know. You made a joke,
When I was
and she didn't like
mad.
the joke.
Yeah, but
Hold
you
on
cannot
one
say
sec,
when a
Catherine.
woman. That's sexist.
Listen.
You cannot say that.
It's I'm just saying when someone is mad, they will
You wanna
say
say
things.
you're higher race than what? Than
No,
That's not what she
but
means.
I'm
That's not what she means. She was just saying,
But
you
that's
know,
what it sounds like.
no, but like, okay, like historically, women get treated like differently. It's whatever. But listen, I think she was heated, and you might have made a mistake. I think we can both say that you're a trainee and you're not 100% educated on this. So I don't
Exactly.
think it's okay. But also, if she didn't like your joke, the most you could just say is, "I'm sorry for making a joke like that."
Oh yeah,
All right.
I'm sorry about the joke. That's for sure. That's for sure. But I'm not sorry. I want to hear sorry also from her that she said fuck.
And
I'm
then she could
sorry
say
about that. I've said that.
Okay, I
I've
didn't
said
hear you.
okay.
I didn't hear you saying that.
So we
All
can,
right.
you know, it's
I've
sometimes
said it
sometimes we
multiple
get
times.
mad.
I don't normally talk like this,
I didn't
and
hear
I
you
am
saying
sorry
that.
for
I
that.
didn't hear you saying that. If I heard that you saying sorry, I would be much more relaxed. Much more.
I've said it multiple times.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Well, you heard it now. You heard it now, right?
Yeah,
You
I
guys,
do.
okay,
All
so
right.
that's good.
It's good. It's good
So-
for sure. It's good
So
for
I think,
sure.
can you guys both
Let me-
agree
let
that
me
you
say
guys
something
made
to you,
mistakes and you
Jamie.
guys both were, you know, heated
It goes
and
for
you didn't
sure.
mean it?
For sure. But like I said, I am doing my best. It's not like I was expressly you guys to
We
fuck
all
you
know.
over or whatever or let you on the ground. Yesterday we had a training and what happened is like I'm gonna explain to you the training moment. So
All right.
when bandits were fleeing away, they put the hostages down and they freed away. And so we always go after the criminals. That was what they taught us. That's what
Yes.
teach us.
The
So
negotiation.
they didn't teach us to first hostages. You make sure the hostages are loose and everything before you run after criminals. But
Well,
and-
there's many different scenarios. Maybe
So-
sometimes you have less
yeah.
deputies than the amount of bank robbers. Sometimes,
Right.
you know, you have to focus on one thing. I'm sure maybe when you were
So-
trained, you was trained in a different scenario.
So right. Let me clear this all up. So hostages are always our highest priority. So the person that shows up to if you excuse me for a second. So if the hostages are in question, you know, the negotiator has to stay with the hostage. And, you know, like if the robbers get away, that's fine. But, you know, maybe they can help you out with, you know, finding the person who did it. Maybe they heard something. Maybe they recognize a face. You know, there's a bunch of things that come into play. So, so treating the hostages with utmost respect is a huge part, you know, and I'm not, before I was speaking loudly because I'm like, all right, all I'm hearing is, all I heard was you say I did my bank training. And like, well, then in my head, I'm like, why are you acting like this then? If you weren't trained properly in a bank training, then all right. So I'll help you out
try and get this all sorted out as best as possible. I apologize for that.
No
But I
worries,
have, like 4 people yelling around me, not at me, but around me, and I just need to sometimes get as much information as I possibly can. Unfortunately, at the moment, I could tell she was heated, and it was best if you were just walking away at that moment, going on, a patrol or something. That way I can try and calm her down and everyone around, and then, then I deal with the other situation. And, unfortunately, it did not work out that way. It was fairly, it was fairly heated, and I'm glad, everything is calmed down now, and I do really appreciate that. So yeah, hostages are, that's why we give them the negotiations, right? Without the hostages, they wouldn't have anything to negotiate about. We could actually just breach. We have no problem with just breaching, but we care about life, whether it their lives, because obviously they're caught in the middle of something dastardly. So once the hostages have been negotiated for, they get dropped on the ground outside, and then it's whenever they step foot on a horse or into their carriage, the timer goes. But if there's only one of you, then you stay with the hostages, you write up the information report, and then you're trying to figure out, all right, for these 3 hostages, what all did you see? All right, fantastic. Would it be best to say jokingly someone put a gag in their mouth? No, that isn't ideal, because for all you know, they could be slitting their neck, right? Then we have 1 dead hostage. If they or they could suffocate or something of the sort. It could be a lot of different ideals. Then we don't know if they're hungry or thirsty or something, and their needs are not being taken care of. So it's I understand that. Heck, I was a trainee at one time too, but like, we'll talk more in length. I'll find out who was training you, and we can sit down and maybe flesh out some details. Is everyone
I
on?
mean, I don't want that that person who trained me yesterday gonna get in a trouble.
I highly doubt they're gonna get in trouble. Maybe they just missed something, because there is a lot.
Unclear.
Yeah, or it was very quickly glazed over, or sometimes there's a lot going on. Like, for me to remember every single thing that happens within a robbery and try and explain it to someone, it's sometimes overwhelming.
Yeah.
So,
like,
hopefully,
just want to clear for my things up for myself. Just really
Right.
want to clear my things up. So there is such a thing as yesterday, and not only yesterday, just a lot of times I talk with people. It just for one time I'm gonna say it. Okay, I'm not gonna repeat again. It's very serious RP or it's jokes around, because when it's serious RP, when I see people punch each other, I should lose them out. But when yesterday I was asking different sheriff, I was like, what should we do? Let them, they're friends, they should have fun. We should not be a dick around police as police. I'm like, yeah, but in real life, you're gonna lose them out, because that is not resting in a city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I fully agree with you. If we do have for town, for me, I say follow town ordinance, but that's from my Valentine standpoint. If they're fighting in the middle of town, they know better, because we're like, all right, you go over to the pig pen and do this. We give them a warning. If they do not comply, then yeah, I'd give them a fine. I have no problem giving them a fine if they want to act out. But yeah, that's how I see things. If they're trying to act out in the middle of somewhere, all right, y'all go to this designated area and you can play horseplay if you want. But here, this miss right here, she's a horse trainer. Like, she was just telling us about like shooting over near the saloon, and how that horseplay play is actually screwing around with her livelihood. You know,
Yeah,
we should be
Yeah.
we instead of this whole debacle happening, which I do apologize for everything, but you know, like we could have helped dismiss out and said, "Hey, fellers, if this happens again, we're gonna have to start, you know, throwing the book at you." You know,
yeah, yeah.
To be fair, I do work there, and it's like it is a crazy mental case
well then,
place.
if I ever got moved down here as sheriff, things will change rapidly, and I
And
don't
it's
give two
I know it's a
ejaculates.
crazy place, but there's no reason for you guys to be having a dueling contest literally in the middle of the street.
Yeah,
Just take it out of town.
Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
breaking multiple town ordinances.
You're exactly right about it. Yeah, yeah. I agree.
And anyone
And
sitting in
for
the crossfire
me,
can get shot. Like I'm
for
just walking, I'm just walking the horse, and I could easily get shot. And
Or the horse
I
could be.
die.
The horse could even be shot, and then you're down money for because a horse died in your care.
Yeah,
me,
exactly.
myself, and I'm like a half serious Roman pasta and half like I like to have fun.
Of
And
course.
for me, I've been like more on the serious side, and I've been like the bar has been driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you can always put an anonymous complaint about it. Us show up, we deal with it.
No, the thing is that's I've been trying to get the flower shop too, so I can be like, at least I'm close, but not close enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, if people are acting out in the middle of the street, then yeah, there's a complete difference because you're you're endangering the livelihood of the civilians around you.
Yeah, it happened the other day. Unfortunately, there was no lawman around, but they literally blocked like 3 of the main streets and were just having a duel.
Yeah.
And it was people from the staff that work at the saloon.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm curious. Should we do serious RP or should we let them have fun too? Because one time, and that's what happened when I get fired, and I
Here's the
applied
thing,
again for lawman.
you're a lawman, no matter if
but-
you're in training, right? If they're doing
can I
something where like
explain?
shooting in the street, just move them.
Yeah, can I explain just only the
Yeah.
sheriff? 1 second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What happened is there was a gang back in days, like 1 month ago, and there was a gang there next to saloon who was living there, and they were doing a lot of crazy shit. And when I talked to them, and they were like, "Yeah, you are harassing me as a lawman, blah 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 blah." So I didn't let them have. So what happened? I didn't let them. I got fired, and I had all the proof that they were wrong, but because I think because they were saying they're gonna leave the
do
town.
a panther, by the way, so you guys have fun.
Yeah, all right,
Alright.
no problem, man.
See you, Catherine.
So you know what I mean, and only because I took my roleplay very serious. So, what's
It's a little, to be honest, it's a little half and half, but at the same time,
because I don't
we
want
do
any
we do
more of
have
this bullshit, you know.
Yeah, it's a little half and half. It really depends on the situation, but for me, this is how I treat Valentine. Like I said, you know, you're allowed to joke and kid around and stuff, but make sure you know it's in the designated areas. If it spills out to the main populace, then yeah, then that's a issue. I don't know how you do with it over in Lemoyne there, Buck, but I'm guessing it's probably around the same, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Buck, I believe, was your training.
I was.
All right. So, was hostages kind of glazed over, or the?
See the whole thing yesterday.
All right.
It was a bit fucked because a lot of things got missed because a lot of things, a lot of people fucking interrupted. People,
Right.
And, and people did it their own way, kind of thing. So I'm
Well-
there trying to tell them one thing, and everyone else trying to tell them another thing.
Right. So, if you want, on Sunday, I think I'm free. I can come and do a remake or something of the sort.
If
Honestly,
you
So,
need me,
and
I
you
can,
and-
you know, do a mock-up of it,
Yeah,
so you guys can like actually, you know.
I mean,
see it
It's
firsthand.
usually
What
it's
actually
usually
happened-
officers on officers when we do this, so it's a little more controlled.
I mean,
and
what
no one.
happened?
I got my
So-
doctor badge finally.
So
Really?
yeah, so yeah, you know, it's a hard training lesson, but we're gonna figure things out too. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just no more socks and those. All right.
Yeah.
But
Really quickly, just so I can continue doing it. If you guys could talk to like the bar staff, so they're not like just having a duel, like literally in the middle of the street.
We were given the okay from the
First,
barman to do
we
that.
weren't talking to you, ma'am. Thank you.
I'm a bar staff standing right here.
All
and
right.
I'm
Well,
given the
you
okay.
weren't in the situation, so don't worry about it.
The thing is, miss, that with doing...
If you want me to talk to them, then I can talk to them. But I am telling you, for that situation, we were given the okay for a lawman.
from which lawman?
Don't want that happen.
We're talking to the lawman about it. The law
Wait,
can go
Abigail,
talk to
wait,
them.
Also, I was there.
Everyone shush. Everyone quiet down. Jesus. God damn.
Sorry.
We got one issue here, and then we got that issue.
Yeah, we got a lot of issues.
Miss Bartender, who was the lawman? Okay.
But yeah, Buck, you can take that for a second. I apologize. This is a lot.
We're just saying, like, we were asking you because you have the authority over everyone.
Yeah.
She works at the bar. Doesn't mean she's gonna get anything out of it.
Yeah, apparently they.
A bitch,
yeah, apparently we were told. She says that a lawman signed off on it. Now I gotta track down the lawman.
What? Do you know about when they blocked off the roads?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm never here in Blackwater.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was when I know when it was.
I'm never down in Blackwater. It's
I walk baby horses, and I don't want to like go out into the middle of anywhere because then I run the risk of getting robbed or eaten by a murder kitty.
Yep.
So I'd rather much do it in town, and I can't really do that if like half of all the streets are blocked off, and they're just having a duel.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with that, and I feel that businesses should have the right of way over pleasure.
Okay, I will say, Jack was there, but he didn't sign off on it. And he was the only law in the town, so I don't know who the fuck signed off on it.
That's what we're trying to figure out at the moment.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. If a law signed off on it, they literally left the town. Then they were not watching over anybody.
Right. So,
and I mean, you guys were the only two lawmen here until he showed up.
Mark Jordan was around, but yeah, it's.
I know Mark, and I don't think he would sign off on that. No,
well,
Mark.
okay, so I don't think Mark was around. I think he was with Lila.
Yeah. And for me, I was.
I know that same night, other stuff were happening, and Lila and him were like doing stuff together.
And right now I'm trying to semi-revert the penal codes back to how they used to be. But increase them by 1.5 times. So
also, Mr. Lawman over there in training, it's not all your fault.
No worries. I didn't meant also to be I never meant to be dick. It's not my way of playing. So
Yeah.
I hate when I'm being a dick to somebody, but I hate mostly when people are being dick to me.
Yeah,
know what
no,
I mean?
get that.
You
It's
know what
just
I mean?
you guys have a job to do. If we're
Yeah.
hostages, like
Yeah.
let you do your job. I
Right.
don't know why she was like talking over you. You got frustrated, and I understood your frustration because I was up to tell her to shut up.
Yeah.
right.
I was a hostage.
And me, I'm walking in the middle of the ending of it, so I don't know what the hell transpired, and I'm just like, I'm getting angry because everyone's just yelling around me, and I'm like, I can't get a word in.
You're right.
So, like, that's why I'm asking you to take a walk because at least you can possibly stop another crime at the middle of everything, and then we can meet up later because I want to at least calm down her. So she's not going to be like, oh, I want to shoot him in the head. Obviously, she won't, but there are people that will.
Yeah. I understand what you mean. Yeah. No, I completely.
I'm back.
Welcome
Now,
back.
all right, Buck, what's going on?
Yo. So basically, with that whole shootout thing, about a lawman give them the okay to do it.
Which one?
They don't know. But if I do know, but they get talking to
Hey, how's it going, kid?
That's not allowed.
What
Yeah,
I
no,
saw.
absolutely
What
not.
I
Fuck,
saw.
I'm gonna tell you what I know, okay? Because I was at the
Okay.
shop,
Jesus.
which is
Round
right
two.
Please
next
do.
door. No, 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 it's not anything bad. So, like, I know Mark was on duty, but he was with Lila, so they were not in town, okay? The only lawman in town, which I know for a fact because it's my fiance, was Jack, and he did not sign off on it. So I don't know who did, and if they did, I'm not saying no one did. If they did, they left, which means they were not watching over the people to make sure that they were, you know, doing it respectfully in the way that they should be doing if they're going to duel in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for you.
And this
Yeah.
shouldn't
I'm not
ever
saying
be
they
in
didn't get a
town.
sign off,
Yeah.
but like, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say behind the courthouse or something, you know, somewhere that hopefully someone doesn't get shot.
Yeah, no. It was like first they were doing it in this road right here where the bank is, like from
Yeah, no.
you know what I'm talking about? Okay, they're doing in that. And then me and Jack got shot twice by stray bullets. So we literally moved. And then they moved the whole thing to go the other way, so it was like the road that goes towards the stable and then back towards like that direction.
But then
But
it
they did it
also
on that road.
interferes. Yeah, then it also
But then they
interferes
blocked
with.
off the
Yeah.
road, so like
Right.
no one could do anything. Like me and Jack were like trying to go to our house, and we had to ride around the entire town perimeter to get to where the thing to go up to our house was.
Yeah.
They very well could have got permission. I'm just saying, whoever gave them permission literally left, did not stay in town.
When I
Right.
go and run and I saw that, I saw somebody was dropped down and dead, well, wounded, and the other one was
Sorry,
screaming.
my twins are-
It's allowed. It's allowed. We concerned. We talked about it. We talked about it. So I get it, but then at that moment, what should we do, Sheriff? Good
Well,
question.
well, obviously say, hey, no roughhouse, and I always give people warning ahead of time, like, hey,
like, don't do
don't
it
roughhouse. Yeah, there's designated areas. I don't know if y'all have a designated area over in Blackwater, but I know, like I said,
For a
Valentine.
pig pen?
Yeah, like y'all don't have
Yeah,
a
there's
pig
a
pen.
pig pen here. Yeah, we do.
Okay, so, but, you know, you shouldn't be shooting guns inside of town. You
No,
should be going outside of
Yeah.
outside of town if you're gonna do any of that, because, you
It's
know,
where
that's
like the little chicken coop is. Honestly, it's weird.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, we have to have, like, designated areas, like, so we don't treat everything as a crime.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like I said, I don't know who signed off on it, and I wasn't trying to be mean to Eli either. I was just saying, like, I understand that it was like she's part of the bar staff, but she can't really do anything.
Yeah.
Only really the law people can, because they're in charge of everybody. So it'd be better coming from you guys than coming from her.
We're I wouldn't say we're in charge of everybody. We're just trying to keep peace in the town and the
Well, I
surrounding
mean, like,
areas.
if there's something wrong going
Yeah.
on, you're in charge of everybody. I mean,
I
essentially,
mean,
it falls on
true.
you.
I mean, true, but we're trying to also look out for everyone's well-being too. We're not trying to overstep in those certain senses, right? It's you know, it's well, we do work for the public. At the end of the day, we try and make sure that law-abiding citizens are being taken care of 100%. So it's, you know, it's a lot sometimes, and right now a lot of things are messed up, and I'm trying to fix things. So we might see a little more life again, because right now it's rough.
Yeah. Yeah. We make just sure that like nobody's above the law. Just that. And if you
Yeah.
are, you will get punished. Simple. Yeah.
100%, and we're having issues not just here but other places as well. It feels like Valentine's the only place that doesn't have issues right now.
Oh.
Funny.
Used to be
I
this
know.
way.
I know. It feels like all our issues got dispersed because we cracked down on that.
Yeah.
Like, Eddie and I have really pushed for that, and we tried to keep everything as calm and cool as possible over there. But now, you know, you got places bleeding out in roads, or what's it called, Saint Denis. Or even, you know, Blackwater. I don't know much about Strawberry. I think nothing happens over in Strawberry, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
we just need to, you know, get everything sorted out. I've put out, you know, a bunch of different things or mandates that I'm going to be trying to get it passed. Hopefully, you
Thank
know.
you for reminding me of Mr. Lomini again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I want to do my job, not get shot.
You know what? I feel the same way.
See, the other problem is, right? So, like, when I have a bunch of stuff that I like farm, bring down from my house,
Right.
it's my wagon. I have to park my wagon in front of the store. So if I can't park my wagon in front of the store, I'm gonna throw a bitch fit because I want to do my fucking job.
Exactly. Like I said, if it's impeding on other businesses to do their job, then that's not a good ordeal. They know better. A lot of them have been in
No,
this
I
town
know.
for
I know
long
they
enough.
do.
They all know better.
Someone gave them an inch and they took 3 miles, basically.
Exactly. So, you know, heck, this ain't even my jurisdiction. It's so quiet over in Valentine. I was looking for a gunsmith down here. That's the only reason why I was down here in the first place.
Thank you that you're down here.
And there's not even a goddamn gunsmith.
Come stay down here, Leo. Please, Leo, please.
We'll see. Right now, I'm acting sheriff of Valentine. So.
Yeah, like again, I'm not gonna stand here
Eddie's
and lie,
on
Leo.
LOA right now.
I do horseplay and shit, but I'm not
Oh,
like.
Trust me, it's fine to
gunning people
horseplay.
down in the middle of the street.
It's fine to horseplay, but do it in the areas that we've, you know, prescribed, because you know that way. Well, that's what I'd be enforcing if I come down here.
I'm gonna knock you over every time I see you. Who's gonna stop me?
Oh, those fines. Get ready.
The most horseplay I do is fucking tackle people. That's it.
And you know
I'm
what?
gonna
That's
keep tackling you. Unfortunately, you have to get over it.
fair. But you know what I'm saying? If I see people roping and stuff, guess what? I'm gonna be sending them straight to jail, no problem. But you know, this is the same ordeal that I had to deal with in Valentine. We cracked down on it, and things got very civil. Very civil. But also, it's kind of a ghost town right now. But I think that's because of the whole penal ordeal. It's pretty crazy. So we're gonna try and sort everything out with everyone, and it's gonna be an uphill battle. But I come down here and it's a completely different beast than what I'm used to. It's like, what the heck is going on here?
Come take
Why
over,
is...
please. We need you.
Yeah, is there? Who do I talk to? I guess I would have to talk to.
Put it
somebody
in the
that's sheriff down
suggestion
here,
box.
right?
We need another protest. I feel it coming.
Is there any way that I could like file like a complaint with the bar, like anonymously? Do I have to talk to somebody that's a sheriff down here?
I mean,
That'd
you
be
could
better.
always talk to Buck, because I'm gonna be gone in 12 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Sure.
Or if anything, I'll just wait for another
Yeah.
lawman that's usually around here. I'll probably wait for like Jack or something.
Jack would be good, yeah. But
There's also Blackwaters.
Rex
He
could
would
also.
be good. He would be jurisdiction everywhere.
Yeah.
How's it going, Eddie? I mean, filling out the report, as long as an information report goes on, then we can actually investigate and try and keep eyes on it. You know, either... I've been keeping my
Yeah,
camera
because
around, so it's a
the
lot.
first time
You're off
I went
LOA?
over, I got over it. But
I
you're
hope
doing
you're
it
not going
again,
to say
and I,
bad
like,
news,
almost
I
got shot.
resigned.
That's
I would have been
unfortunate,
like,
'cause
you
I'm just trying to
prick.
do my job here.
I would have been like, dude, that is
Horse job. Like I see Claire all the time walking horses.
good. I'm happy.
Claire almost got shot yesterday too, and she was like, "I'm gonna get shot. Why are you guys doing this? I'm just trying to walk the horse."
But that's stupid. Yeah. That's
I might
stupid.
stick around for another 30
Just
minutes. Then.
Show me. I can handle that too. No worries.
Yeah.
Spirit?
Thank
What's
you.
your name, sir? What's your name?
Wolfric White. Wolfric
All right,
White.
all right, all right. Thank you.
Oh,
All right,
you
I'll
were the
stick
one
around
that, You were the one that PO'd me about that horse, and then you got it chained by Claire, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to find a horse because I don't have a horse, and the lady don't feel well, So she told me that she will have it done today, but I didn't heard anything from her. I don't have a horse.
Oh, Eddie,
Yeah.
while you're
But
still
it's
here,
okay.
check
horse
on
right now.
my
I got you.
law
I got you.
suggestion.
I got you. You follow me to stables. I got you. I could give you a Mustang.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. That would be lovely. I will give
They
you
can
back
usually
after
give
that.
out loaner horses too. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
we could give loaner horses if you don't have a horse.
Just
But they're not really good.
Well,
Listen,
to be
don't
honest,
worry. I'm
I
gonna give you a
would.
Mustang, and it's gonna be totally free. Don't even worry.
I was actually gonna want to work out a ordeal from the sheriff's department to actually, did you ever hear about those medical horses
Yeah.
that got traded up? Have the same thing. Have y'all name the horses like sheriff or special agent, biscuit or something like that. And yeah, donut, biscuit, whatever you want. You can call them special agent, and then they get treated with utmost respect, and then we just tag it onto their file of which horse has been assigned to them. And when they hand in their stuffed spurs, they hand in their horse as well.
Yeah, I mean that's a great idea. You know, it's a good idea for like all the lawmen to have like their own lawman horses.
Mm. Yeah, well,
I think
thing
it's
is,
great.
if they can buy their own horse, then they hand in the horse. But you know, for the trainees and people that don't have the money to have a horse, or just like having a special agent biscuit or whatever, then yeah, that it also makes sense.
Yeah.
But obviously, we would
You
pay.
wait here, Mr. White. I'll be right back.
You need to name one of the horses Buckshot. I'm just saying.
Ooh, buckshot would actually be a good one. Having horses trained and readied by stables with the names of, like either sheriff or something of the sort, or special agent. Yeah, special agent, and then having them have a certain name, just like the doctor horses were. They're buck.
Sorry, what?
Sorry. Oh, you know how doctors have those special Arabians?
Yep.
Having us have kind of the same ordeal for new people with no
Yeah,
horse.
like Mustangs kind of thing. Mustangs.
Yeah, but having them all named by the stable, like Special Agent something, or
That's why I didn't dipshit.
or a buckshot, or biscuit, or coffee, or Americano, or donut. Donut would be great.
Yeah.
Sprinkles. But yeah, having them.
That's why I didn't dipshit. I feel bad. Okay.
But yeah, it's having that and attacking that on to their special notes of what horse they have would be probably ideal. So when they hand in their cuffs and all like that, we can check if they have a horse on them and then remove it if it's assigned.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this, and if you can check the suggestions under law, I put something up pretty nicely.
Honestly, I feel that because, it is way too high.
But I feel like if we did it the other way, but raise it by 1.5, and then if we were even allowed to stack at the beginning, we would have been fine. Like, we weren't allowed to stack properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, raising it by 1.5, it actually works out to be pretty on par with, something. Abby, if you want to.
Yeah.
What happened?
List off a bunch of regular arrest ordeals, like attempted capital murder and all that.
My opinion on it?
No. Just because I'm saying I'm gonna give you a number for like total fine.
Okay.
For what I'd be proposing.
All right.
You can even do it like Fort Mercer shot 2 cops, have a hostage or something. You
Alright,
can.
what would it be?
Would that be a decent scenario?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that seems pretty average, kinda, I guess.
So
I mean,
attempt.
personally, I don't shoot cops, but yeah.
But yeah, if someone did, attempted capital murder, used to be 500,
I'll
right?
bet back on 15 head.
So 500 times 1.5, that would go up to 750. Now 750 plus another, like, so I'm saying we should.
Right?
This is max. 1.5. So, the increment, like, I'd say we can double up on charge, like, actually, you know, throw everything we got at them. So, 750 plus 300, so that's 2 charges, so that would be 1500 plus another major armed robbery would be another 300, so you're looking at 1400. No, yeah, 1400. And if you're wanting to have kidnapping onto it, is it a government official or regular?
In this scenario, a regular person.
Oh, it costs the same, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
1.5 times 1.5. So you're looking at like 1550. All said and done. With I also would upgrade A and B class felonies by 5 minutes as a max.
Yeah, so this is like if you wanted to get them with every single thing they did.
Yeah, well, I'm not
Which
giving
is rare.
yeah, but you go with the top capital, right? So so it would be the 700, and then you have the 350 after, or 750 and then the 300s. But yeah, it's around 1550, I would say, and with a 35 month.
It's better than what it is.
But you can also work down from there too, if you're
That's
asking.
what I'm saying. That's max.
With
yeah. Usually you don't have
and
max.
yeah, and let's just say you have a plea bargain or something.
Mr. White?
If you're going for guilty, doing a plea bargain. So that's where my head's at, is like, it makes DOJ a little more feasible.
No, that makes. I'd rather pay that. Like if I was being. I mean, I'm not.
No, I'm asking everybody. I'm not asking about criminal background or anything. It's more of.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I
it's.
can,
Yeah.
we all know that I've done stuff.
Of course, but I'm not gonna say it outright.
No,
I'm
right.
just.
No, you're good. I'll admit it. I've done stuff. I have a criminal record. But basically, yeah. No, I think you have the right thing. I think I've only been charged for one crime only, though. Like, because usually I don't shoot, so that wouldn't even be a thing for me.
But yeah, for a regular individual. So.
Yeah.
But for, let's just say, major armed robbery alone would be 750, and if you're taking
I'd rather pay that.
I'm gonna pick a type up, alright? I'll
and that's max. That's
max, yeah,
so, like,
max.
It usually gets lower. So.
All right.
That's Mr. White?
And major armed robbery would be going up to 40 minutes, is what I'd be saying.
I'd rather do more time and pay less money. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's what it gives also more wiggle room for negotiations too.
I mean, it gives you a timeout. I think that's the point. They want people to stop doing it. But like, if you're
Right.
taking 40 minutes of their time,
And to be honest, you need
a
to.
large chunk of time. So.
Yeah, and to be honest, like, you usually do need at least 30 minutes between hostile aggressions of some sort, so it's great. So it kind of all works out.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So this is where all my head is going right now. I'm trying to figure out how do we, because let's face it, you're going to lose money if you get away with nothing. You already spend about $300 in lock breakers and lock picks to actually do a job. And, you know, you get that, you know, you're a little more in the hole. But it's a risk reward system too.
Yeah.
But to recoup, you know, 1,500, you know, that's, you know, maybe an hour's worth of lumbering if you're lucky. If you're lucky. This is the big if. And if you're having a bunch of people back you up, then it's probably easy to have that money recoup. You know what? I'll stay for time. I'll stay for till 1. I'm actually liking today. Hey, I'm just updating those numbers real quick.
Oh, okay.
To I'm fixing everything to be all DOJ discretion for serial crime and torture and all that. Because it just seemed really weird to have a fine and then DOJ discretion for a lot of that stuff. It would just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. Can I ask you a question?
Sure,
Can you check something for me?
sure.
Can you see if there's an active warrant out for me?
I don't believe there is. I didn't see one earlier.
Alright, thank you. Someone said something about that there might be one, so I was like, fuck, well, let me go check, because I didn't do anything yesterday. Like, I literally did nothing but the store yesterday, so I don't know what the fuck I got a warrant out for. I'm safe.
Hello, sir.
Mr. White,
Hello, hello, man.
if you go into your stable, be
Yeah.
a horse there for you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you
his
very
name's
much.
Spirit. He's a Mustang.
Oh, wow. That's great. I will go check it right now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Morning. Huh? You're just
you
not allowed
hated
to
me.
ride on my horse for 10 days.
I just put my app back on.
Oh, do you want me to be mad at you, Red?
I thought you were mad at me.
Do you want me to be mad at you? Because I can. Don't answer my question? Okay, now I'm mad.
Rude, Red, rude.
those, Mr. Wiseman.
Howdy. I'm just finishing up these changes for.
Are you doing papersing worky? Who did you arrest?
It's not the arrest. It's more the penal codes, and I'm trying to send in a revised. Yeah, I'm doing a revised ordeal for penal codes right now.
Also, don't that report doesn't need to go in, but that still was a mess.
It was, but we'll figure it out. I hope.
Yeah. Hopefully he gets better training next time. But yeah, hope you have a good day.
What are you doing down here?
Revising penal codes right now.
You
In
know
the
what
middle of
changes
it.
you should make to the penal code?
Have you looked at the suggestions I suggested? I'm gonna also post a revised version so y'all can see.
You should, you should remove, well, because some lawmen are doing this when they shouldn't be. I'm pretty sure this is pretty widely understood that something you should do is felony and misdemeanor snacking for the same crime.
Felony and misdemeanor.
So, like, for example, rioting and disturbing the peace fall under the same, like, you would charge someone the same, for the same thing if they would, like, turn the scale of what they're doing. But one's the felony version, one's the misdemeanor version of it. But some people are charging, like, there's more examples, that's just the example I think of off the top of my head.
All right, so walk me through this because this is very foreign to me. I'm sorry.
Okay. So there's misdemeanors and there's felonies, right?
I'm aware of those, yes.
Okay.
But
so
like, what exactly? Like, give me that example yet again.
So like, let's say I was me and this lady here was with another person. We were all
oh shit, sorry.
Doing I don't know. We were all being really annoying in the middle of the street scene, right?
Right.
And that's kind of harassing, but
No. So
no,
you see that
disturbing
as
the peace.
Yeah.
You can see that as
Disturbing
disturbing the peace, or you can see that as, if we were being really dickheads, you can see that as rioting. Because logically it could fall under either.
Well, rioting would be completely different than disturbing the
If
peace.
you read your penal code, and the way rioting is worded, it's actually just disturbing the peace in a groupie of people.
Hmm.
Well, they can write it all day.
Your rioting is worded very funny.
But my the rioting comes up to 50 months or 45 months at the moment.
So yeah. So that's just an example. So like, for example, you wouldn't charge someone that you're charging rioting with also, and that's a bad example. I'm trying to think of a better one.
Unarmed assault and then what's called some sort of battery or whatever.
Yeah, where one's the misdemeanor version and one's the felony version. I feel like it's pretty widely spread as well.
To be honest, I feel in my head, let's say you punch me once versus battery. I'm watching you literally kick someone on the ground.
Yeah, but then if I'm kicking that person on the ground, you're not going to charge me for battery and assaulty.
Well, I'm also probably going to charge you with attempted murder too. But you know that's.
What? I will. If you want to charge me with attempted murder, I'll give you some of it.
No, but you know I'm. It's I get what you're throwing down. I'm just trying.
Attempted murder.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like there's levels.
Really intimidating you, but I promise
I'll show you attempted murder.
You. I'll tell you about my favorite lawman, Z.
Me?
No. I had a lawman, Z, once that someone got taken hostage and moved from point A to point B, right? But they got untied once they got to point B, and the lawman said because they got untied, it's logically not kidnapping.
It isn't.
No, yes it is. Okay, I could tie you up and move you 3 feet, and that would be kidnapping. In any way, shape, or form, if I move you from any location to another location against your will, doesn't matter if it's 2 inches, doesn't matter if it's 20 miles, it doesn't matter if it's cross country, that's kidnapping.
I fully agree with that. That is 100% correct.
Just because I untie It doesn't make you.
Yeah,
Oh god,
it's
I spend too much time around the judgy.
yeah, you probably have.
Eh.
But I'm
to
gonna.
become a paralegally.
Oof.
Don't oof me.
Oof.
Don't oofy me.
Oof.
I will sick Frank my attack donkey on you.
Oof.
I will sick my attack donkey on you.
Oh, shoot me in the head. What?
Whose
You didn't hear
donkey is that?
That's my donkey. That's Frank.
Oh, okay, okay.
You named your donkey
Cute
friend?
donkey.
No, Frank.
Oh.
Frank.
Frank was sold to me by. He's an old man.
Can you ride that?
Yes. Have you never ridden a donkey?
Let me try.
They are the fastest horse around. Their stamina is shit, but they are the fastest horse. They are faster than foxtrotters.
Actually, their stamina does not go down.
Yeah, their stamina doesn't go down. So you have to go super fast on horsies.
So you can ride that bitch forever.
I think I rode that from here to Saint Denis, and I only had to use 2 or 3 carrots on it.
No, I didn't have to use any carrots on it.
You need a special lawman unit that uses these. You can take down any
It's
criminal
really
on
fast.
these. Yeah, you need like a special lawman unit, the donkey unit,
Yeah.
high-speed donkey unit.
Really fast. I like it.
And
I had a
makes fun
donkey
of me
once,
for
and I
using a
sold
donkey.
it.
Yeah, but donkeys are cute. I would not like to ride them. They're cute. I don't
Well,
know.
the one trade-off is that you can't put people in the backseat of them.
Yeah, I think I'm too heavy for donkey.
And have you ever been pitted by a donkey?
What'd you say?
All right, get your horsey. Do you not have to get your horsey?
My horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ride away from me that direction towards like the courthousey.
Okay.
Go ride.
Are you
Go faster.
jousting?
Go faster. Go faster.
Oh fuck!
Well. Hey, Maddie.
Yeah. Ow!
Yeah, that wasn't me. That was Theo. Theo punching at me.
No, you did. I
No, it was
saw
Theo.
you.
I saw Theo do it.
To be honest,
Fuck.
I don't want to use donkeys and then call out the wagon. You know how broken that would be.
So broken.
I'm just saying, if we use donkeys and then use wagon, like the paddy wagon after to catch everyone,
Yeah, that's super broken.
I think that would be brilliant. I wouldn't even mind giving that for second.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kevin.
You guys having a lawman discussion, or?
I'm telling Theo how much of a bitch Buck is.
Yeah, it's true.
How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Sadly, wish my fucking badge would work. I'm not be a bitch. To
You're
prom.
what? You're
My
what?
badge.
Sorry. Oh, okay. I thought you said Dodge for a second. I was like, wait, what?
What's a Dodge?
I don't know. I thought you meant like Dodge and Wii U.
I don't know.
I got so confused for a second because I was like you were yawning, and I was like, what did you say?
I might have
Sorry.
gotten express mail from Hazel saying she will try to kill Jason if he tries to date me. Oopsie daisy, he asked me on a date. yesterday.
You mean the Xenos, Jason?
Yes, the Xenos Jason.
Huh. You're a law person.
I am law.
Well, that's gonna be interesting.
I'm going to stay non-biased no matter what. The law is the law. I'm trying to keep
Yeah.
people safe.
Yeah, but I just find it like a little bit interesting. That's kind of cool.
I mean, Abigail and
Contrast.
Jack has made it happen. One is Krim,
Contrast.
one's
No,
yeah.
I'm just saying contrast. I like that.
I
like
mean, it's not
evil
contrast. I'm going
and like
to.
evil and good contrast.
I'm going to stay non-biased with my opinions, though. Like, I don't care if I date this one Krim. I'm staying non-biased, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's like a good contrast of like whenever, not it's just a word I use. Just like say like a lawman dates a criminal or a criminal dates a lawman is like a evil and good combined. And then they make a doctor. I'm joking. No, they make
Yeah.
a sieve. No, they make a sieve. That's what it is.
Lawmen being able to date criminals is such a weird thing to me.
Yeah, man.
I think it's kind of
Shush.
interesting.
I come from another county that's a pretty big one, and that's a big no-nosy.
I think it's interesting. It's like say like a evil slash
The reason why
villain wants
like
to date.
you have to think
So
though,
that
but
like
that
yeah, I know.
lawman's more susceptible to do corruption.
Yeah, true. But it's
Yeah,
also
but I'm not.
Yeah, like not that I don't. I'm not saying that you, but I'm saying that's the general
I
reason why
mean,
a lot of
people
people
know
don't
me.
see it as a goody thing.
I play fair.
Yeah, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying that's why I see it as a bad thing. A lawman dating a criminal.
Mhm.
yeah. But I just find it kind of interesting.
I like it.
It's like the fallen angel meets the angel, and then they fall in love.
I wonder when the judge is gonna be around.
But before I came in, I was in the middle of reading Lion King, so I might head out and watch and read it again, or continue reading it. I don't know though.
I've never seen a lion zoo before. We had a man in a lion costume once at the circus. Does that count?
No.
There was a circus that was gonna be in Blackwater once. I don't know how they were gonna do it.
I used to be part of the circus. I was an orphan.
I think I like your idea, Theo. Sorry, I was talking about his suggestion.
Again, we can't see it because we didn't log in. You with your private newsy papers. Not sharing the hot off the press with the rest of us.
I will be.
see how it is.
Right now, I'm just trying to get their approval, and then I put it towards the whole area.
I'm just teasing you.
She's just teasing you. She's just teasing you.
Teasing. You know something I discovered yesterday?
Also, Theo, I'm not. Oh wait, I did show you the idea for the fair thing. Oh, never mind. I forgot like the last 2 days. Never mind.
I'm
I don't
also
even know if
working.
it's gonna be a thing.
I'm also working on that penal code. Yeah, you showed me the stable
Yeah,
or the arm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a thing. I haven't heard anything back from it.
Well, hopefully it does.
Be a good idea. I don't know if I get the flower shop. If that's a thing by then, I can hand out flowers.
But yeah, contraband also would be any moonshine equipment without a legal job as a distiller would be ideal.
Yes, sir.
Hello there.
Hello, sir.
You know where I could find a doctor named by the name of Millie Appleby?
She was here.
You
I
should
just-
make some alert.
I
People
just
come to
I
you.
sent her a mail. All right, you have a good one.
How do you do your
You
fines
too.
for contraband?
Well, me, I only give one count, but I take everything.
Okay, you should suggest you this. So there's a really good way to do fines for contrabandy, and it's you
All right,
charge
there.
them the price they would have gone to sold per contraband they have on them. So if you have 50 bottles of 90p moonshine, they'll sell for 50 each. So you would get fined 50 times.
So how everything is, we seize everything, and then we give a fine. So it doesn't really make sense to say, hey, guess what? You're now like $800 in the hole.
Well, what this encourages people is not to be dumbasses and run around with a bunch
But-
of moonshine on them.
But how I see it is, if we take all the moonshine, God damn it, I'm talking like you.
I know it rubs the offices on people, doesn't it?
Moonshinesy.
Moony shiny.
Moonshiny. There we go.
What do you?
So right now, as it stands, did I even update that?
Also, are
I think I did.
illegals?
Jointsies are illegals.
Oh,
It is a weed substance. But intent and distribution of illegal contraband would be. Why is that wrong? What?
I don't know why
No,
you're wrong,
maybe-
Mr. Volume.
No. I think I didn't update this part.
Oh, Eli, you missed it. I couldn't remember sleeves. What? I can't. I'm stuttering. Oh my god.
Sleeves?
So yeah, him. His
When's the last
name-
time you
his-
slept?
I slept last night. I couldn't.
Okay.
I'm just waking up.
Okay.
And I
Have
couldn't
you
remember
eaten and
his
drank
name.
yet today?
Yes, and I couldn't remember his name, and they kept calling him Doug.
Yeah, it's Doug.
Is it?
Yeah,
No.
his name is definitely Doug.
It's not Doug. I know
no,
it's not
no,
Doug.
it's without a doubt Doug.
It's not Doug.
It's Doug.
It's not Doug. It's Sleeves. Something. It's something with an S.
It's the thing. It's the thing that you have on your armsies.
All right, so possession and you could probably flavor it with intent to distribute illegal contraband and possession of illegal
Every time
contraband.
I say his name now, I want to say Steve.
Yeah, it
So-
would be both these.
So those are two different fines or two different crimes. So you could probably stack that and have the 300 plus another 1,500, and also
what?
take.
One thing I forgot to tell you is the thingy about the 50 per thing on them, that caps out of the amount they have on them. So if they have $300 and they have 6 moonshiny on them, they would lose all the 300. If they have $300 and they have 2 moonshiny, they would only lose $100 and then plus the finesies. That's one important thing. So you'll never get fined more than you have on your pocket from the per thingy. But it encourages people not to be
Yeah,
dumbasses
for
and
sure.
run around like 50 moonshine on them, trying to sell it all at once.
Where do I
Like idiots.
give? Do I have to go to my mail for that?
I think I broke him.
Sorry, I'm just sorry. I'm also spiritually. I'm working with something.
It's okay. I talk to the voices in my head sometimes too.
think I did that.
No, you know,
Yeah.
they locked me in a room once.
A rubber room?
A rubber room. A rubber room full of ratsies. The ratsies made me crazy.
The amount of times I heard you and Clint say that.
No, no, no. Which one's better
Yeah,
than
you're
the stray?
an editor.
I was stray one. They threw me in a pond. A pond full of chemicals. The chemical made me gaze.
There's another one that he says I was crazy once. I can't remember. I don't think he has any rest of it.
You know. I had a normal voicey once, and then they put me in a pen full of gators, and I messed up, and now my voice is all messed up.
Oh goodness, it's just collecting.
Well, I'm pretty sure deep down we're all fucked up, and yeah, I'm pretty sure deep down we're all fucked in the head.
Speak for yourself. I am perfectly, absolutely okay with no problems whatsoever. I am the shining star of perfection.
There you are.
Crickets.
There you are.
If I had crickets, I would totally let them like go wild.
What? You don't believe in me?
The amount of things I've heard you say.
Not from the lawman and lady.
Oh my god. You and Terry, okay.
Well, we're not gonna talk about I got job opportunity from killing a bunch of people.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I kicked a bunch of people's ass when the judge got kidnapped yesterday, and then I got tied up eventually, and the judge offered me a job as security.
Fair enough.
Oh, you know,
I actually didn't even know that you got that way.
Did you hear about that? Is that what you said?
I did. I heard about that because I heard that there was a group of people doing the bank, but then as they're doing the bank, the DA
Another
was
group of people
kidnapped.
took the judge, the DA, and tried to take another lawman hostage. Wow, there was an active bank robbery going.
Yeah, I remember about that.
Yeah, and then one of the people lassoed me once, and I said, okay, that's fine, Z. And the lassoed me a second time, and I'm like, all right, now you're getting shoddy.
Theo?
And I got chocolate.
He's on his head.
Howdy. Yeah, I'm here now.
Oh wow.
Did you finish it?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll let you
Alright.
look it over.
And then in return, as part of my like payment and stuff, he has spent an hour a week teaching me to read and write, so eventually I can become part of the DOJZ once I'm, what do they call it, literate?
There, I sent it through fast mail.
Mr. You back, C.
What's up?
Think about C status.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to be.
There you go, C. It's okay, Z.
See what?
C status. Like,
Oh,
C,
yeah.
yeah, there
Yeah,
you go, C.
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, Z.
I was just practicing. It's gonna be this night, huh? Relax, nothing happening. Great.
Alright, I don't want to break news to you, Theo, but I literally cannot look at it. It says access denied.
What the hell? Maybe I have to send it as a open document.
You see, Abigail,
Maybe.
I have to skill issue. Okay, good.
Sounds like a, what do you
Really,
call
Buck?
it?
You want to do this right now?
Personally,
Punch
problem.
me, I'll arrest you.
I'm not going to punch you. Do you really want to do this right now?
Let's go.
Alright. Alright. I want you to remember this. As soon as that badge is off, it is on like Donkey Kong.
Hell yeah. Bring it.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck up too.
At what point do you,
You know what?
detect-
I should file a complaint because I keep hearing from Jacob and your little horse stable thing that you tie him up and leave him in there with no food or water, and that is very unlawful.
Who from?
From Jacob himself. I go past your little barn. You told me I could be on your property if I wanted to.
Jacob?
Yeah, in your little barn on your property.
Who the hell is Jacob?
I can't with you. We do this
Oh,
every
wait.
time.
That Jacob. Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That Jacob.
Why don't you feed him, huh?
I do. I give him hay bales.
No, you don't feed him or give him water.
I do.
No, you don't. He told me you don't.
I do.
He's yelling for help every time I walk by.
Is Jacob a horse or a person? Yeah, I'm
Just so
confused.
we know,
He's a person.
Jacob is a person. He works for me. He takes care of my horses.
Yeah, and he doesn't
y'all-
get fed or have water.
How do I make a file be seen by everyone and not private?
Okay, what are you using for your filing?
Drive, and it's in XML.
So
yeah.
go and you're gonna go and like go to Sharesy with somebody, like as if you're giving them the like looking at the document, right? As if you're giving them like the OKZ to look at it, not looking at it to like.
Oh,
type
okay,
in,
found it. Oh,
but then
anyone
you're
with
gonna
link.
Set it to view. Yeah, you're gonna
Okay,
say anyone
thank
who
you.
link can view. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much.
I'm trying to think of the best way to explain me that. To you.
No. Once you told me which buttons were buttons.
Yeah. At what point do you tell somebody that? Also, punching him while off duty would still be assault on a government official.
That is actually a
He's a
thing.
government
Yes.
official on or off
That
duty.
that is absolutely correct.
So like what's your off duty going down? I'm like, whoa.
We had a full discussion about that the other night.
Yeah. So, well, there is one argument that can be made, but in this case, it would not apply. And the argument is that the person did not have the knowledge you were a government official.
I mean, either way.
But either way, it is assaulting on the government official.
They will find out when they do.
All right, you ready for me to assault you?
Wait, what? No.
Abigail,
No, you can't. You can't stop me.
try looking at it now. You should
Yeah,
be
no,
able.
I just opened it. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Fantastic.
This is assault.
I also put a contraband list a little more in depth.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Hold on.
Theo, she bullied me.
I assaulted him.
I peppered him.
Oh, kinky.
Pull your pepper and sprinkle it on them. Why do we seem like a bunch of candy bellies? Like they're gonna eat him and we're just seasoning him?
Pepper him with bullets.
So.
All right. Any more of that goes to any more of that goes to the pig pen though.
I'm the best lasso eating around. I should teach you Lawman to lasso good like me.
Personally, I
Yes,
think it's
sir,
fair.
sorry.
Personally, I think it's fair. But well, more fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Are there no finesies?
Yep.
You know the biggest thing you could do to make them more fair is removing stacking of localies at 40s.
That's something in discussion. Possibly later. We'll find out.
Hold on. Body armor is a contraband item?
Yes.
Read what that's what I'm proposing.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Because read what it says. If used in a violent crime. That's what Like,
oh, I see,
I'm,
I see. So those three at the bottom, like across
Yeah.
from them is okay. I got you.
right.
No, I see that now. I got you. I got you. That's actually kind of smart. Yeah, I see that.
And it also allows new body armor to be bought from stores, and it doesn't go stagnant for
True, true. Keep the economy going.
exactly, because right now, have you seen anyone ask for blacksmiths or miners or anything of the sort? Everything's kind of overfull. It's
Body
busting at
armoring should be illegal for everyone, but security for businesses, lawmen, and
they
then
they have
government officials.
they have to have a certain licenses to actually have it. Yes, I would fully agree. That's why I was suggesting
So,
the
like,
body armor
for
at
example, someone like Nisi that is private security for the judgy, I could have body
No, they all
armoring.
look pretty good. Those spines look way better than what they were.
it's at least a point, like, because I think it's going to be highly upvoted for our side, and then once that gets introduced, then we can actually talk to the county. And right now, I'm trying to get all the law to state what they feel, because I feel like stacking is the way to go. Because before it was very weak, it was very weak, and now this is too heavy-handed.
I think
Like,
stacking, but remove stacking on locals. That would be like the perfect balance, I think.
yeah, I think local. I mean, I've never really stacked on locals ever. I've just said in general, it's a blanket one ordeal.
Yeah. Do you have lawsies for animal cruelty and poaching?
Yep, we do.
For both of them?
Animal cruelty, I know that for sure, but I'm unsure about poaching.
Poaching should be added in there because then if people are going to people's farmsies and killing like the animals on farms, you guys can go and talk to them and stuff, and it gives you
Cruelty to
another-
domesticated animals. So I don't know if poaching has ever been an ordeal, but
poaching
it's a
would be
mis.
separate because killing a farm animal isn't cruelty.
I mean, it's something you can bring up. It's a great idea, but how do we catch them?
Well, if you see someone killing an animal at a farm, you go up to them, you be like, "Hey, do you work here?" And then you talk to them. If they work there, then you go see. If they don't see, then you
I mean,
give them
fair
a
enough.
warning,
It's
and then you arrest them if they keep doing it.
yeah. For right now, I'm trying to deal with the main issues.
I know. See,
Well, but that is something I would. I'm more than happy to see. That would be.
I'm just like a spoolie of information here. I just tell you all of it.
Go find Theo Drake on the newspaper and start talking to me.
Are you telling me to slide into your private newspaper?
Pretty much.
Theo, my man.
You can at least take me
My
out for dinner
man.
first.
My man's getting in there.
It has been done.
Okay, that was real fantastic of a bit. Nice one. It was majestic, you're right.
Fantastic.
There's another one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already one. I'd be very surprised if that's not already When you should add failure to maintain the control of a large animal.
Theo, when you leaving for work?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Mr. Theo, do you
Yes,
as
sir.
lawmen remove the weapons used in violent crimes from the criminal?
Yeah, but having that stated for those, it's never been written.
Like, why is that a suggestion?
Well, it's never been written, so it's just I'm adding it. It's been done, but it's never been written. You know, it's kind of
So
like a checklist.
unspoken thing you do.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm trying
More
to
protocol than law.
exactly. So I can be like, it's literally written here. Don't like I follow it to standard and make it easier for everybody. Right now, I'm trying to make this bulletproof. It's a lot.
Another thing. Yeah, you should put failure to maintain control of a large animal because they can yell at people for all these horses that are untied up and just walking around kicking people and stuff like that.
Yeah, that could be a good one. It'd definitely be a misdemeanor, though. I wouldn't have it as a
Yeah, it's a
violent crime.
misdemeanor. It's just a fine. It'd be like a $50 or like $60. Like it'd probably be a fine that gets worse every time.
$50,
like,
yeah.
charge you. Yeah, $50, and if you fail to do it again, like within a certain period, it goes up to $100 and then.
Oh,
Theo,
once
I'm
it
gonna
gets
head
to a
out.
certain,
Since
yeah.
you're gonna head out, I'm gonna go back to Rhodes.
All right.
Now you're abandoning
So you
me.
guys have fun.
This is
I am.
kidnapping. No. Stop. Lawman, stop. Lawman, stop. It works both ways. Say as a lawman and do a lawman.
Bye.
Back to the bar.
I have a question, Sheriff.
What's up? How can I help you?
Yes. So there was a guy who had his gun out.
Right.
And I don't want to make mistake. That's why I'm asking you.
Mhm.
And I was asking him politely, very polite. Since end of a question, I asked him, do he like to remove his gun away? First he said no. What you gonna do about it? And I said, please remove the gun. Then I have to, you know, put you on the ground. And he was like, okay, whatever, fuck you. And he put the gun away. And he keeps
Right.
saying, fuck you, bring your superior if you want to continue this talk.
All right.
I'm not gonna do
You
shit.
want me to come with you? No problem.
Yeah.
I'll even come. Holy
Because this is against town ordinance for sure.
Yeah. And I don't wanna, oh.
Hi, Theo.
Yeah.
Howdy.
He was going to the gun
Yes.
store. I think it was you,
It's
right?
me.
Yeah,
It was me, yeah.
Sorry, it was him. Yeah, it was him.
Ah, you know better than that, Roman. It's
No,
don't be busting the trainees' balls.
Exactly. I'm
better.
just fucking teaching the trainees, man.
Don't be busting his balls. He's already had a
Mate,
bad
I used to be
day.
one of the head
Yeah,
trainers of law.
exactly,
Yeah,
Roman.
but I don't like when people are cursing me out, so don't do that.
I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. You're gonna experience it a lot, so you know.
Okay, but
get
then
the fuck over it.
all right. And what can we do against that?
Nothing.
Sure.
It's freedom of speech.
It's freedom of speech, unfortunately.
It's a hate
What?
speech, though.
No, it's not. I wasn't hating you. I was just swearing. You don't like profanity. I wasn't hating on you. I was just using profanity.
You said fuck you.
Yeah, that's not hate speech. Hate speech
That's a
is me
hate
calling
speech.
you the N-word or something like that. That's hate speech.
You're literally saying "fuck you." You're cursing
Oh.
me out, mate.
Oh my god, you can kiss me like that, Theo. Oh my god.
You're cursing
Yikes.
me out, and that's a curse word to low man.
All right,
I don't
so
know in which word, but
Cry
it
about
is,
it. Like
I
seriously, what the
think
fuck?
in a-
Like, she cry about it.
Roman, just don't pull your gun out on down the
I
town.
didn't.
You
No,
know
no,
that.
no. My gun was just riding through town because I've been shot 12 times today in this fucking town. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but you
be
can be
prepared.
nice and relax about it, right? Why
No,
do you
I
have to
don't
curse
like
out?
trainees. Once
You
you
don't
get
like
your
trainees.
once you get your black tie, I'll fucking have
Okay.
a normal conversation with you.
And why? Do you think you're better?
I know I'm better.
You know you better. Fucking
Yes.
nerd. Okay. Fuck
All
you
right,
too,
well,
then.
I gotta
I
get
used to
going to
train
work, unfortunately.
silver ties, by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
I gotta get going to work though.
Where you going?
Just be a little more gentle on him right now. I ain't gonna be around, so.
I mean, it's his own fucking fault. Is that Barry? No. Is that Maddie?
Yes.
This is Matt. Yes, it is. Okay.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. If you like my content and you want to support me, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That was a lot of drama for today, but I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.